I'm the only. Nobody wants to see my ugly face. You guys should be popping up so they can see your ugly faces. What the heck is going on here? Hey,
I am beautiful. Look at this face.
I am beautiful. No matter what they say, I don't know what the song is. It was,
oh my gosh! Do you see that? The first appearance of E with a heater.
Is that a radiator?
We've never seen a space heater.
We've never seen you actually lift it up. You talk about it like it's there, but we've never seen. So it's like we're like, he's no longer in Florida.
What keeps me warm? No, I don't think I've used a heater in forever and a day.
You ever see those memes where the cat's like sprawled on the dog bed in front of the fireplace? He's just laying there. Because that's literally you're like, I can't go further than this. Gail, bring me food. Like you're the heater.
So tomorrow is Thanksgiving, as we all know, and we're going to be looking at some Thanksgiving covers tonight because tomorrow I kind of like the idea of not having to do anything, except for I am pricing out comics to sell. That's about it. I did bring this out. In a couple of weeks, we're going to be doing a Christmas auction, and I still don't know if I want to get rid of this hardcover Donald Duck.
Awesome. Yeah.
That's going to be up for it. I went to the flea market to drop some books off and saw that this one guy, he puts everything out for 50 cents or $1 or something like that. And I'm hoping he has a big sale because I really, really want to. I'm going to make an auction out of whatever I get from that. Because the books, I don't have a collection. I haven't bought a collection from my online guy in a long time. I don't know. But anyway, I went through and I just looked at Thanksgiving comic covers. I tried to find from all sorts of places. Dell is the best place for holiday covers. I'm not kidding. We were just talking about the Christmas thing. But I think I found a good amount of stuff that you guys would like. And I broke my rule. I was only going to have one Norman Rockwell comic book cover, but I thought, you know what, we're going to bookend. So I've got one at the very beginning and I've got one at the very end. And I figure, what the heck, let's go on ahead. Let's have a great time. Let's get this thing started here. And I'll share this out and share the Create Ranking Happy Thanksgiving. Alrighty. But I think we did good. I think I got some decent covers, and it goes RDV, Eric Green, MK. We're all in order. And hello to everybody in the chat. And here we go. Let's just go. RDV, you're going to get us started on book 1, which is Secret Invasion number 4.
Real quickly.
Okay.
Put that cookie down.
Sorry.
All right.
I get triggered whenever I see an Arnold line in there.
Secret Invasion Frontline number 4, sir.
This is like, is this digital art? What the heck is that? Looks so weird. And then when did Martha Kent join them?
I have no idea.
And that's not even a turkey. It's like some kind of animal.
Yeah, it looks alien. Yep. Well, the scrolls are alien. So.
Or is it a zebra head?
Yeah. Why would it be? Why would it be weird colors? Yeah. Why wouldn't it be? Or why would it be just a regular turkey?
I don't like it. The colors are kind of muted. That doesn't. It's kind of weird like that too. But I understand they're going for like a sci-fi thing. You know. Yeah, I'll go 7 on this.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
I'm going to say 5. I'm not a fan of this style at all. I only know when I see it, so I can't say, yes, I've seen this. But yeah, some just doesn't work for me on this.
It's
all right.
Too smooth. It looks like it's like there's they just painted over the inking.
All righty. So how about UMK?
Yeah, I think this style reminds me of a lot of video games. Not all, but some. They have like this 3D cell shade style.
The cell shading, yeah.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like like that a little bit. Yeah, it's kind of like one of those love it or hate it type of styles. Mm-hmm. The head almost looks like Alf for some reason. I don't know why. Like I'm looking at it from different angles. I don't know, but yeah, I guess I'll go think I'll go 6 on this one.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you. I think this is very average. It's almost like this is what in the 2000s, so it looks like they tried a new technique, but they shouldn't have, or at least they just went overboard with it. And yeah, you're right. It just looks wrong. I like the colors to it, but otherwise, it's an average cover. All right. So let's see what we got. Parasocial is saying 5. Weird colors. And so does Joe saying meh. So we've got 2 5s right there. A 4 from the library, a 4 from Austin. And then we have, 6 from Jay. And a 5 from Maranya saying Secret Invasion 4. I like the concept, but rendering is less than optimal. Score a scroll 5 and a 5 from Brian. I get the alien thing, but it's not blurring my kilt. Alrighty. And then we have 5. Not even a good Rockwell, sir. We have a better one. It will be ending the night. Let's see. That was a 5 from Jackson. I'm thankful that my husband is out of the hospital and is currently resting. Oh, wow. Yeah. Glad to hear it. 5 for me as well. Not a fan of this style, says Michael. Dark Admiral says a 5. Alrighty. It's like I sent this cover out to fail to make you guys think that the next few are going to be actually good. I hope you and your husband enjoyed Thanksgiving, Maranya, says Parasocial. I by default, Photoshop comics are lower tier for me unless the artist is awesome, but this is ugly. Alrighty. There you go.
Kind of looks like Walter from Arrow. Like the one that Oliver Queen's mom was dating.
Alrighty. And yeah, like I said, I'm not trying to butter you guys up because I think the other covers are lacking. And
well, there's nothing cosmic here, so I don't see any butter.
All right, so 2 4s takes out the 1 7 and one of the 3 6s, but those 8 5s really do the number. All right, so let's get this, and we will get.
It came in with a 3. Did he already put his score earlier?
Who?
Ethereal came in with a 3.
Nope. Okay, I'll put it down. But
so does it bring it down to a 2?
No, it's still a 5. It's still a 5. All righty, Eric. This one I was like, wait, this is a Thanksgiving cover. I actually had to look at this one to find the Thanksgiving elements, but we have Vision and Scarlet Witch, number 6.
You read this on the channel. Very fun book. And do you know who came to dinner?
Eric? Magneto.
Yes, it's you, Magento. Marble.
It's nice cover. Yeah, shows a bunch of people.
You can tell it's 80s with the font a little bit.
But I'm gonna give it an 8.
All righty.
An 8.
And how about you, MK?
Yeah, pretty cool cover. Who's the girl with the black canary fishlets?
Oh, that's their neighbors. They're Islar or I can't remember.
Magicians / sorcerers.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was trying to recognize who they were. Yeah, I'll go 8. Pretty cool cover.
All righty. And RDV.
Yeah, I really love that font. You can tell this is 1984, 85, I think it was. It reminds you of like the Bewitched show. It's kind of like that. It had like the weird like cursive font stuff too. Are you okay over there? Bye, E. Quick, break it real quick. I'll wait till he gets back. I'll just say it's a nice cover. I like it. You know.
Oh, his thing froze, or
yeah. Well, he's not responding. Yeah, you can call him every name in the book. He won't hear you. You could tell him that he looks handsome, and he won't be able to hear you. But no one will ever say that. Yeah, I like the how the mystery of like who the person is coming to dinner, because they're like, oh, it looks like Doctor Strange. This person's wearing a cape, and you can see the neck part. So, but yeah, this was a weird story. Vision's like human. Yeah, it's and then Toad comes back with the governors of evil.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, what?
Yeah, I like this Vision, and this is why I don't give my favorites a total pass. John Byrne effed it up beyond repair.
Yeah. All right, welcome back there, sir.
Yeah, still haven't gotten that thing yet. So
it's that thing you do.
I did shave off about 26 gigs worth of memory, so
it's just StreamYard. It's not anything else. Your computer shuts down, right?
No, it goes offline. Yeah.
The internet just drops. Pause.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So where are we standing here? I don't have any, but I've got 2 reviews. I need.
Yeah. So I was waiting for you to come back before I actually get the score. I'm gonna go 8 on this. Like I said, I still like the setup, and I'm kind of giving it a little higher score because you can actually see the turkey down there, so you can tell it's a Thanksgiving cover, feast.
All right.
I love the spread, and I love it. It's like the Dark Shadows. Who's at the door?
I'm gonna go one lower because everybody is posed just very wonky. This Vision Scarlet Witch look weird. What is up with Namor? Yeah, it's just a weird looking cover. Alrighty, so let's see. I have this book. It's great. Says Austin. Let's see. Jay says 8, and the library and Ethereal say 7s. Joe says 8, and Jackson says 6. Poses are a little too spastic. He's right. Michael Taylor says 7. Dark Admiral says 8, and Brian says 7. Great art, but not enough bird showing. So we've got 1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4 7s and 3 8s. Alrighty, 1 6, 4 7s, and 3 8s. Okay, let's see. Austin says this is a 7 cover. It's pretty dang good. Though in the case, it's 1 tier down solely because it has nothing to do with Thanksgiving except for maybe a little dinner text. Alrighty, 6 because Scarlet Witch is drawn oddly. It's almost a 7. Scarlet Vision, number 6. Now this league's above Secret Invasion. Wish there was more of the feast on the cover. Good details. Scoring I magenta 8. So we've got 2 7s and or 1 6, 1 7, and an 8.
To be fair, they actually do have Thanksgiving dinner inside the book.
There you go.
So it is. Let's
see. Any more? More. There should be more food showing. One Slick gives it an 8. And we have an 8 from One Slick again. An 8 on the first cover as well. All righty. There we go. And there we go. And what we got here is 2 6s taken out, 2 of those 8 8s. And then we have, wait a second, 2 of those 8 8s. That means 6. And then we have 6 7s. So this ends up in the 7 column. All righty. There we go.
I love how the heroes come to Thanksgiving dinner, they're all in their uniform. It's like, did you guys ever dress down?
Yeah.
Was Steve Rogers still a secret identity at this time in the 80s?
I think he did. All righty, MK, you get to take us into more fun comics. Number 26.
Yeah, that's interesting position there. Yeah, that turkey was pissed. It looks like he's about to peck his head off. Yeah, pretty. This just seems kind of random. I don't know. Yeah, I'll go 10 on this one just because of how crazy it looks. It almost looks like he's. Yeah, I don't know. That's a. What's that? Is that supposed to be a gun of some sort or a horn? Like what
Yeah,
is
that's how guns were.
That was a musket.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm looking at it because first I saw the horn part, and then I had to like really look in to see the.
I think there's actually a real name for it. It's called a blunderbuss.
Blunderbuss or Thunderbuss or something like that. Yeah.
Thunderbuss.
Something bus. Yeah. I don't know. It's one of those two. Blunderbuss, Thunderbus, something bus. I'm on the bus.
Blunderbuss.
Yeah, okay, there you go.
Because I remember like that's what they called it in Fable, but I'm like, is that a real name or just made up for the game?
Yeah, it's a big. I'll go 10 on it. It's a big turkey too. Huge.
All righty. How about you, Eric?
I'm going to agree. I think this is 10.
All righty. By the way, I said, do any of these covers, any of you guys want this, any of these covers on? And the only person to respond was Amy, who said she wanted this cover in tonight's rankings, and she's not here. So, all righty. RDV, what do you think?
I'm thinking, I'm hungry. That's a big turkey. That ain't no 24
Tomorrow is our
pound.
turkey days.
That ain't 24 pounder. That's a 44 pounder turkey right there. You can have Thanksgiving for like 4 months. All that meat on there. Yeah, I love that. The hat shooting off, the kid sweating a little bit, and it's like turkey's like, "What you doing, bro? Huh? He's like gonna stare him down and beat the crap out of him. I like that. So I like that. And then you got the smoke on the chimney in the distance too. The scenery's good, and set up the trade dress. More fun comics. Yeah, for its time, that's cool. 1937. This is a 10.
All right. And I'm going to go 9 on this. I think it's a really good, really simple, but really good book. A cover. Jay says 9, says the library. 8 from Joe saying that's funny. And Michael Taylor, very cool cover, gives it a 10. So does Dark Admiral and One Slick saying, now that's a turkey. So we have 1 8, 2 9s, and 3 10s. 1, 2 9s.
Did you get libraries yet?
3 10s, yeah.
He wants to raise it to a 10.
Okay. So that'd be 4 10s. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And let's see, back when then it was opposite of MCU, where they never miss a chance to dress the heroes down or take off their helmets. That fence is so tiny. It's a blunderbuss. Raised mine to a 10. That gun is bigger than he is. 8, the blunderbuss has a long barrel.
Where do you see a? Do you mean the guys mean the handle of the gun? That's brown. That's not a fence. That's a handle of the gun. The brown part, the behind.
Oh, okay, yeah. I guess that's what they think is the fence. Yeah.
Yeah, like if you had like that's like
7 from Ethereal, and we have more fun comics. 26, simple and effective holiday cover, subtle situational humor, reminiscent of old Warner Brother cartoons. Just enough background to set the scene. Score a turkey 10, and then Austin is giving it 7. It's a clear and simple image, he is saying. There we go. And Jackson gives it an 8. Already.
Turkey in a big brown shoe. That song gets stuck in your head. The Adam Sandler turkey song.
Yeah. Okay, so let's get the stop. I did a little comment when I realized it was the handle. All right, but he's right. If you look at it a certain way, it does kind of look like a fence. I'm not gonna gonna go off on it.
And to be fair, we can't see if you delete something on YouTube. We're watching through StreamYard, and it stays there.
Sometimes it does.
It's like this isn't Twitter. You can't delete tweets. We see it.
All right, so we have 2 7s and 3 8s and 2 9s, trying to take down 8 10s and failing by 1. All righty, kids. Yay, we have our first 10 of the night. All righty.
You know what's cool? My shop finally, after like a whole year worth of does not ever having the actual regular modern cover resealable bags that aren't, because I've been using the thicker ones for like the self, because I like the resealable.
Yeah.
It finally BCW finally shipped in because they're on back order. I thought it's like, wow, gee. Because I look at my weight, because I looked twice. I'm like, is that the one I normally get? Because I've been getting the resealable thicker ones for the modern bags, but they finally got the regular ones now. And so,
okay.
I just
alrighty.
Because my shop never lives with him.
It's my turn to start us off, and yeah, you can tell this is a golden age comic book because it's titled Haha Comics.
Huh?
I know, right? Whoops, wrong one. Let me get
Jesus.
I know, right? Professionalism, Eric. Professionalism.
Alrighty, Haha Comics, and we see. Let's see, is this actually golden age or is it? No, this isn't.
No, it can't be.
It looks weird for.
Well, I mean, it has
the color. It looks like
yes, it's golden age.
It looks like it's been recolored. It's very weird. I love the joke. They're looking for the turkey who's on his gun. 9th issue is a real Thanksgiving laugh festival. I like it. This one to me is a 10. All right, I'm going to go 10 on this one. What do you think, RDV?
I like it. Yeah, you know, the two bears there, and then you look out and there's a turkey there, and then I love the turkey expression as his eyes closed because he's very pompous. You know, very overconfident. He's a William Regal turkey. You know, they don't stand a chance.
He's a man's turkey.
Right. Yeah, I like this. You know, this is cool. This is a 10. The only thing that really stands out to me, I really like the most, is the trees in the background with the snow on them. I love that.
I'm finding that's very pretty. Yeah. What do you think, Eric?
I'm going to agree with Venk. I more I look at this, the more 10 it becomes.
All righty. I kind of figured the older ones would be a little bit more popular on this particular run. All righty, MK, what do you think?
Is that Tom and Jerry there? Like, they're mice, right?
Yeah, they're both mice, so it's not Tom and Jerry.
Oh, they're bears.
I just realized the guy on top looks like the guy who was chasing Jerry. Or is that Tom? I always still get the names confused.
I think they might be bears because.
Oh yeah, I think that's right. They're not mice. Like, they're little bears. They're like.
I was like, where do you see the tails, man?
Yeah, they're bear cubs.
I know I got 2 hours of sleep in me, but I can still tell a bear from a mouse.
Yeah, good eye there.
Especially if they're standing right next to you.
Yeah, I'll go 10 on it. I'd like to see him pull that trigger just to see what happens to that turkey. But yeah, that'd be.
Well, you know it's not a mouse.
Okay, so yeah, let's go all the way there.
You know it's not a mouse. He's not asking for a cookie and a glass of milk.
Well, there you go. All righty, so we've got Jay saying a 7, and then we've got Dark Admiral with a 10. So does Brian Stam. Joe says 10. That's adorable, and an 8 from Jackson, and another 10 from the library, and another 8 from Austin, saying it gets funnier the longer you look at it. And then Michael Taylor says 10 for the clever humor. All righty, so we got a 7, 2 8s, and 5 10s. 7, 2 8s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 10s. And then Maranya says, haha, comics, Disney or Warner Brothers style, cartoon bears, perfect situational humor setup, just enough background, adorable cover and trade dress, score a bear 10. And then library says, P.S. coloring is better on other copies online. It's a beauty. Also, that's how a blunderbuss really looks. There you go. Also, we've got a 10 from One Slick, but the scan looks funny because the background is actually bright yellow, not greenish. And let's see. So we have 2 10s and then a 9 from Ethereal Dragon. 2 10s and a 9. 1, 2, and a 9. And we've got a 7, 2 8s, and a 9 trying to beat 10 10s and losing.
Yay.
All right. Yay. Another Golden Age 10.
I love when we get a bunch of 10s because it makes it so like chaos as far as
what's at the end of the night. Yep.
Yep.
All righty, back to RDV. Go on ahead, say what you were going to say.
No, I was just saying, I liked it because I like the chaos at the end. Unless people just decide to go to bed an hour before we end.
Of course, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, no, it happens. We rolled.
Here we go. You get to deal with funny stuff number 29.
Another turkey intimidating somebody. And
you get that a lot tonight. We're going to get a lot of that tonight.
Man, Those turkeys are jerks. The dodo and the frog. Palpatine and Froggy. He's a dodo. 10.
Alrighty.
That's literally Palpatine and Froggy's thing. But Palpatine keeps pushing to doing things he doesn't want to do.
How about you, Eric? Oh, giddy.
What are you? I'm going to give us a 10 also. Well, at least I will be in a minute or two.
Subscribe to the Geeky Puppet Show every time he leaves. I want another subscription. Keep doing, guys. In fact, open up a new stream tab and we'll watch the best of the week. It'll be more entertaining than this if he keeps dropping.
Oh, hey, so Eric, so I saw that the Dodgers are signed Snell, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was somebody else already got, but whatever. Well, he's on his way out anyway.
I mean, it's. I'm not shocked. They're gonna get rain, and then they're gonna get some sleet. No,
we got rain. We're getting rain for Thanksgiving.
we're talking about baseball players, right? You know, they got snow.
Oh,
they sent
I said no. Yeah, I know it's a funny name.
Alrighty. How about you, Eric? What do you score this?
Oh, first I want to say, remember the Bailey versus Jennifer arguments on WKRP?
Yeah.
Remember a couple years later, it was Martha Quinn versus Nita Blackwood?
Yeah.
Have you seen Nita Blackwood today?
I saw her a while back, like about 6 years ago. She's not the winner.
Yeah. Martha Quinn turned 65 today and kind of looks like she's aged like Susanna Hoffs.
Really?
So for anybody that had Martha in that, you won.
Yeah, I did. She was just the pixie dream girl right there. Nina Blackwood always looked like she was kind of run through a little bit.
Oh yeah, that's absolutely. But she was hot. Martha Quinn was cute, and Martha Quinn is a very pretty woman now, and is still this is a 10.
Nina Black still looks like she's been run through. It's she's the 60-year-old version of it.
I think she was a few years. I think she might be 70 now.
Wow.
She's older than Martha.
Yeah, you can't really say much then. You know, I never liked those magazines where like, oh, do you see what was her name? The first Bond girl, Ursula Andress or something like that. Yeah. Did see her now? Like, bitch, she's 90.
I thought the first one was Honor Blackman, but I don't.
No, that's Goldfinger. That's Goldfinger.
Okay. Ursula Andress was in Dr. No.
Yeah.
Wow. She must have been very young.
Yep. All righty. So, MK, what do you think of the funny stuff?
Yeah, pretty cool. I like the head-to-head thing there. The dude with the axe. That's pretty cool. And the frog reminds me of the WB frog. Remember the old WB frog?
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey. Hello, my ragtime gal.
Yeah.
Send me a kiss by wire.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, I don't know how old the WB frog is to be specific, but yeah, it's got to be older. Yeah. I'll give it a 10. I like it. Yeah.
Alrighty. And I've got to give it a 10 because this is a funny fucking cover. I'm sorry, but you take a look at what we're seeing here. So it's Thanksgiving. The frog, who is dreaming of this bird on a plate all cooked up, is pushing his friend into fighting it, even though it's twice each of their size. The frog doesn't want to work for the dinner. He just want to have the dinner. That's a funny freaking cover. I'm giving it a 10 as well. All righty, going to the chat. Jay agrees. So does Michael Taylor. Brian Stam says 9. Austin says 7. Ethereal says 8. Dark Admiral says 9. So we have an 8, a 7 and 8, 2 9s, and 2 10s. Alrighty. A 7 and 8, 2 9s and 2 10s. And then this is Amos and Andy reference, says Joe. Actually, change mine to a 10, says Brian. All right. And so let's see. Funny stuff, number 29, Dodo and the Frog, situational and character humor versus the fed up turkey. Simple photographic balloon sets up the joke. Score a hatchet 10. Okay. And then we have the library saying 10, One Slick saying 10, and Jackson saying 7. Okay, WKRP in Cincinnati, one of the greatest TV themes, says Michael Taylor. Agreed. And tomorrow is WKRP Day. You at least have to watch that one episode. The turkey is a truly noble bird, Native American sauce and sustenance of our ancestors, an incredibly brave fellow who wouldn't flinch at attacking a regiment of Englishmen single-handedly. Ben Franklin. Nina was hot then, but I knew she wouldn't age well. As God is my witness, I thought turkeys could fly. Let's see. We're back where the West Something Mall was bombed by turkeys. Ben Franklin also proposed the turkey to be the national bird. Lonnie Anderson in those tight form-fitting dresses were awesome, and Bailey in those tight form-fitting T-shirts was pretty damn awesome too. Venkman quit it with the peer pressure of your fellow animals. Michael J. Frog came out in 1953 or thereabouts. The frog is trying to catch a free ride. No comment. Alrighty, so I think that was all the. Okay, let's get the stop. Boom, 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 boom. Did you get the second 8 from Joe? The second 8? I only take one 8 at a time. Let's see. No, I didn't. So let me put that down. All righty. There we go. Thank you, sir. We get the stop. And let's see. We have 2. No, wait. One of those 9s has to be erased. 2 7s, 2 8s, 1 9 taking on 10 10s. Ladies and gentlemen, the Golden Age is kicking ass tonight, as it does normally. All right, let's move that all the way to the top here. We've got 3 10s and 1 7. Then why are we on book 5? There is a book I didn't score. Oh, and 1 5. Okay. We've got 3 10s, 1 7, and 1 5. So this is, and all the 10s are Golden Age, which is awesome. Okay, let's see. What is next? It is, I did this one, RDV. So, Eric, you are up next, sir. You all set?
Yep.
Okay, sir. Then you can start us off on Little Lulu, number unknown.
I'm gonna say 8. I do like it's clever, the dumb dad out in the yard scratching his head while the bird's hiding under the bed, but yeah, I'll say 8.
All right. How about you, MK?
So it's like cartoon version of Shelley Duvall, you know? Yeah.
I don't think Shelley Duvall was ever that fat, but okay.
Oh, okay. I didn't even know. I didn't even think that.
No, she's a very skinny woman. She always has been.
Yeah. And that dude, the bird, kind of reminds me of, pretty sure it was a Muppet, if I'm not mistaken. Literally looks just like it. I just can't remember his name right now. And the father's head, it looks like it's almost like he's twist, like doing an exorcist there, unless I'm looking at it. Oh, okay. No, I see his head now. I was looking at it from a different perspective. Yeah, he looks like Mr. Wilson a little bit with the axe. I think I'll give this one a 9. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like the bird's expression for the food.
All righty then. And RDV, what do you say?
He's got a mansion. That's crazy. I'm gonna go 6.
A 6?
She's a hunchback and she's got a mansion.
And I think you're all wrong. I'm giving this a 10 because it's a good cover and it's a very clever and funny cover as well. All righty. So is the library. All righty. And we've got a 6, a 7, A 7, and a 6 from Jay Lucian, a 7 from Austin and Brian, an 8 from Michael Taylor and Dark Admiral, and a 9 from One Slick. So we've got a 6, 2 7s, 2 8s, and a 9. A 6, 2 7s, 2 8s, and a 9. All righty, dang, he's just brutal to her. To whom? 8, Little Lulu's trying to protect the turkey. It's righteous, and Ethereal gives it a 7. So we have a 7 and an 8. Okay, no Maranya this time around. Nope, Jackson pops in with a 9. Okay, give it just a few seconds. Yeah, I like the joke. I like her taking care of the turkey and everything. Dad's looking for it, but it's under the bed. Of course, it's a big bird fit under that little bed. Alrighty, I don't. If Maranya pops up, we'll put her score in. But as it stands, here we go. Probably having some sort of computer issue. And what we have here is 2 6s going after those 2 10s, and then 4 7s going after the 2 9s and 2 of the 2 8s, but 2 8s still stand. So this is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty, something to fill in that middle section there. Okay.
Is there any relation to Little Lotta?
Little Lotta, Little Dot, and Little Audrey. Yep. Alrighty, it is MK's turn. This is something I assume Lisa Simpson would do, though maybe not feeding the bird, since she usually does stunts like this for virtue signaling. Yep. Alrighty, and let me get the go for what? Wait, what was that? Oh yeah, Katie Keene. This is for you, MK. You get to start us off.
Okay.
Alrighty, and here we go.
That's funny. Okay. Yes, that's hilarious. Yeah, I got to go with 10 on this one. Just so many things going on. A little cactus creature guy apparently too on the lower right hand corner. And it's funny though, what happened to that guy happened to my father when I was little at the zoo, but it wasn't a turkey. It was what do you call those birds? It was either an ostrich or a peacock. One of them.
That is a big difference. You should be able to tell the difference between one of them is looming large above you, and one of them is fanning out their flames because it wants to bang you.
Yeah, I think it was the one with the pretty feathers. I think
that's peacock. Yep.
Yeah. You went to bend over to help me with something, and the thing like poked him in the back or something.
Best thing to do, just let him finish. All righty, RDV, what do you think?
Yeah, I like the font for Katie Keene. I like the cartoon stuff, and I like the little mouse on there pretending to be a human. You guys look at him.
I think he's right. That's a cactus man. And I think it's actually Bill Wagon or whoever drew it. So, yeah.
I'll give you a cactus if it has a tail in the bottom right corner.
All right.
Yeah, it's like random, right?
And what did you give this book, RDV?
I'm going to go 8 on it.
8. All righty. 9, 8. There we go. And Eric, what do you say?
Okay. MK, the difference, an ostrich is how Republicans act when states take 3 weeks to count votes and flip House seats.
Yes.
And a peacock is where you can watch all kinds of cool shows.
There you go.
One way to look at it.
I'm gonna go 9 on this.
All righty. I'm very disappointed. I'm not even a part of that particular show, and nobody's done the line.
What, those gams?
Yeah. Where's the gams line?
Well, that's kind of Pixel's thing.
Oh, okay. All righty. All right.
And he's weird. He finds Aunt May's attractive, but not those.
Not these?
Well,
this is Katie fucking Keene.
Yeah, but he's Dr. Octopus when he does that. So
she is literally America's pinup queen. It says right there.
Right there.
I know. Yeah. I am, however, giving this a 10 because I love the joke on it and her saying ho ho, and because she is flat out humiliating this guy. And it's not in the era of girl boss. So there you go. All righty.
But she goes through about 4 guys an issue in these.
Oh, I'm pretty sure she looks at too, that little minx. All right, Jay's giving it a 10, and so is Brian Stam, 1 Slick. Jackson, thank you very much, is saying 9. Those gams! 7 from Joe saying basic, and Jay is saying gams. And then we have another 10 from the library saying for the little cactus man alone. The gams don't hurt. And Dark Admiral is saying 10, and Michael Taylor is saying 10. Don't you mean yams? Sorry. Ostriches and peacocks can be nasty. Yeah, they can. Yeah.
Would somebody say the little cactus man?
Yeah.
That's her sister.
All righty. And now we have a 7, we have a 9, and we have 6 10s. I wonder where this is going to land. 7, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All righty. And let's see. Do we have 6? The composition and the joke is great. It's a line art that's not great. It looks like it was drawn by me as a 12-year-old boy, especially the guy. All righty. 7 from Ethereal, unoriginal. The peacock cry sounds like help me. It's freaky. They put their heads in the ground. Brian, yeah, aggressive birds. And my dad tells a story of a rooster attacking him when he was a kid. He hit it with a 2x4. This reminds me of that story. Well, there you go. All right, we got a 6 and a 7. What happened to Maranya? Wonder if her computer went down or something. All righty, we have a 6 and 2 7s and an 8 and 2 9s. So we've got 2 4 6 trying to take on those 8 10s. And ladies and gentlemen, we have another 10. All righty. And let's see.
We'll return right after these messages. Stay tuned.
E's live stream has been hijacked by a turkey. So says Austin P. All righty. There we go. Kids artichokes. I guess we lost Maranya. I hope she's okay. Maybe she's taking care of the husband who just got home. All righty. I did the count, and this ended up being a 10. So let's see. Who's up next? Who did that one? Let's see. Eric. That was MK, right?
Yeah. I think I started it. Yeah, I started that one.
All right. I'm gonna skip over me for number 8, and we're gonna go straight to RDV because I think it's only fair. So RDV. You get Herbie, number 17.
And he's not on. He's stepped out. Oh no, there he is.
I'm here. You know, I just realized I was muted.
Yeah.
Eric, cover of the night. Dare I say it, sir?
I think you just did.
Only a wise guy would say that.
Oh,
nice.
and
it is 10.
Maranya did say Katie King, cute and humorous cover, well rendered, score a Wildcat 10. All right.
This is a 10, man. If you don't think it's a 10, there are no party poopers here tonight, but you will receive a free beatdown.
Every party has pooper. That's what we invited you. Alrighty. So
do you like not having friends?
I've got my wife. I got my kids. I'm good. Alrighty. So Eric, what do you say?
I'm surprised you just didn't fulfill mine in for me and go on to the next. Because this is a 10.
Alrighty. And MK.
Yeah. 10. That's pretty cool. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with the horns and the Mexican things, which I can't remember what these things are called.
Maracas.
Maracas, yeah. I'm Mexican American too, so it's kind of.
You ever think maybe he's doing a rain dance?
He's doing a rain dance that only falls on Herbie.
Oh, so he's doing like a magic thing.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All righty.
Yeah, pretty cool. Yeah, definitely.
I think it's a clever gag. I like that one. So I agree with you. I'm giving this a 10. All righty, kids. Who is going to give the right score and who's going to be subject to RDV's wrath? We have a 10 from Jay. We have a 9 from Ethereal. I think that's acceptable, but Joe, come on. An 8? Really? I don't know. Then we have a 10 from Library. I think the Herbie covers are 10, though. So, yeah, 10 to 10. And then Dark Admiral says 8. One Slick says 10. Michael Taylor says 10, very clever humor. And Brian Stan says a rain dance 10. Jackson says 10. Jay says, I've got you guys. So we have 2 8s, 1 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. All righty, 2 8s.
And what's the 7? Herbie's got to be walking on clouds with this cover.
2 8s, 1 9, and it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. All righty, good stuff, kids. Austin says 7, more like a storm dance this time of year, says Joe. Let's see. Herbie, number 17, perfect situational humor, rendering using the Indian medicine man and Pilgrim. Herbie TP's in the background. All Herbie needed was a turkey leg score, a Herbie 10. Herbie. I was going to put 3 just to hear this song, but since I got it for free, I went with a 10, says Jackson. All right. And there we go. 2 8s, 1 9, and 12 10s. I think we have another 10 for the evening. And there, you know what? I'm really judging these on the humor. So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. All righty. We are on the 9th cover of the evening. We actually don't have any 9s yet. Let's see. We got the Go. And this one is the one I start off. Oh, okay. This is actually very appropriate for me. Go for Franklin Richards. Because I had this in my auction. I was telling everybody, guys, you got to check these out. They're very cute. They're very clever, the whole 9 yards. And I could not sell those to save my life. I mean, just nobody was interested. But here it is. This is the Franklin Happy Thanksgiving. Franklin, son of a genius. Happy Thanksgiving. And you know what? It is a picture of a background with the cartoons placed on it. And I do like Herbie saying, now we're in some hot water, and the fact they put a pilgrim hat on it. I like this. It's good. I'm giving it an 8. How about you, RDV?
This is a 10, bro. That's the expression on a little guy, a little Herbie robot over his face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then Franklin is just like, yeah, they're in this is the classic Bugs Bunny thing. And he's like, well, this is another mess you've gotten us into. Sherman and Peabody, Dr. Peabody. Yeah. So
another fine mess. Okay, Eric, what do you say?
Well, I'm waiting for the next scene where the 2 turkeys just have Herbie and they go, wouldn't be right to let you live after we killed Franklin. He was our friend.
Our friend.
There's a part in this because it's a anthology book. There's like a bunch of little stories here where Franklin and Herbie end up in alternate universe, and he goes to go see his dad. Turns around, it's a turkey. They eat humans in that universe.
What do you say?
I'm going to give us a 10. I said it's just it gets cooler every time, cooler and cuter every time I look at it. And the pilgrim hat on Herbie kind of cinched it.
It saves it. MK, what do you say?
Well, that robot thing reminds me of a few different things. There's a game recently came out. I think it's called Astro Boy or Astrobot, something like that. I don't know. Kind of reminds me of that. There's an old game that came out years ago called Portal with this robot thing. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. The turkeys look like they're about to go into a plane or something. I don't know. Like, with the glasses. I guess I'll go 9 on this one. Yeah.
All righty. And let's see what the rest of the chat is saying here. Where's the StreamYard? Okay. Jay says 7. One Slick says 6. Dark Admiral a 10. Big time 10, says Brian. And then we have Michael Taylor 9. And Austin says 7. I like the neutral looks on the turkeys' faces. It's funny. And let's see. We got a 9 from Library saying, well done for a dang modern. And a 10 from Joe, an 8 from Ethereal. So we've got a 6, 2 7s, 1 8, 2 9s, and 2 10s. All righty. And that was 1 6. It was 1 7, 2 9s, right? Yep. 1 8, excuse me. 2 9s, and I forgot to count on the 10s. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty. 1, 2, and 3. There we go. Alrighty then. Maranya says, Franklin Richards Thanksgiving. Adorable situational humor enhanced by the rendering. Turkeys have goggles. Herbie the Pilgrim score a gobbler 10. 9 from Jackson, despite them ripping off Calvin and Hobbes. Well, it's the same artist. He's not ripping him off. That's just how he draws kids. I didn't expect so many 10s, says Michael Taylor. Me neither. All righty, so we got a 9 and a 10.
Ooh, that same artist.
Yeah, it's the same artist, Calvin Hobbes.
That's not Bill Watterson, is it?
Thought it was Bill Watterson that did these. Hey, okay, maybe I'm wrong, but
I thought it was. Isn't it Scotty Collins or something like that?
Is it? Oh my gosh, he nailed it, didn't he?
Because I don't think Watterson has done anything since Calvin and Hobbes.
I thought this was him.
It is characters.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I got to tell you, that just is more impressive to me because I was sold. All righty, because it really looks like Bill Waters. All right, or Waters, whatever his name, Watterson. Let's see what we got here. We've got 1 6, 1 7, 2 8s, and 3 9s, and that takes down all 6 10s, and it ends up being a 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaving 1 9 left. Alrighty. So this is a 9. Our first 9 of the evening, as a matter of fact. All right. There we go. And with that, we get to another one that would be good for that would have been good for RDV, but I believe this is MK's turn, right? It's MK's turn to start off.
I thought I started the last one off. I mean, not this one.
The one before that. Oh, this was mine. That's right. Okay, so this is RDV's. Okay, cool. And RDV, you could start us off on a Slimer vacation or Thanksgiving. I meant. Yes, that's what I meant to say.
You even need to ask. 10.
Just automatic. All right. It's an automatic 10 from RDV.
It's
okay, Eric.
I'm biased. Okay.
I cannot in good conscience give a 10 to a cover featuring a character that has an ass-shaped tongue.
So Scooby-Doo, screw you.
I mean, look at that.
It looks like a woman bending over into his mouth, is what you're saying.
So it becomes
if that's the case, it's good to be Slimer, I suppose.
I know, right?
I am not biased, but I'll still give this. Oh, it's got cosmic butter. That was for Amy.
Yes.
I will give us a 9.
All righty. And MK, what do you say?
Yeah, pretty neat cover. He's holding a knife, which is cool. Oh yeah, well, he's about to eat it. Of course, I see the fork in the other hand now. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, I'll go 10. What the heck? You know?
All right, and I think the food list looks a little wonky. I don't know what kind of turkey that is. I'm giving this an 8. All righty. And let's go to the chat, see what they have to say. We get a tell me that JSA is in the covers tonight. No. 10 from Jay, 3 from the library. Alrighty. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Let's see. Dark Admiral says 10 and 7 from Joe saying turkey looks weird. Alrighty. 9, 8, 7. And then is that even a turkey? Give it an 8, says Brian. Alrighty. And we have it's no pumpkin pie either. One Slick says 7, and Ethereal says it looks weird. And Jay says, I don't believe you. You should believe me. I'm not going to tell you. 6 from Austin. So that's a 7 and a 6. Alrighty. And then MK likes knives. We've learned that tonight. That is a true fact, yes. The man collects Chucky dolls. There's something a little bit off on him. I'm telling you. If there are small animals and children going missing in MK's neighborhood, it's him. You said you like what?
No, so I like Halloween too. Yeah, Michael. He's my other favorite slasher. I know he also has a knife, coincidentally, but you know.
Do you watch movies where people aren't being killed by guys with knives?
Sure. DC comic and Marvel movies, yeah.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
You know, so.
Slimer, great rendering of a cell from a Ghostbuster cartoon. Just enough detail to sell the Thanksgiving theme. Pilgrim hat on Slimer. Score a Ghost Butter 10. Alrighty. 6 for that's actually I like that. Ghost Butter. Jackson Roy Kirk says 6. Turkey too smooth. It ain't right, says Library. He still can't get over the way the turkey looks here. I think we broke the library's turkey brain. Michael Taylor says 8. Alrighty. And let's see. Jay, what cover are you talking about? Jackson wants to look it up. Ethereal says 4. Weird shading, badly drawn turkey. Alrighty. And let's see what else. That explains a lot. JSA 54. Okay, let's get the stop. And where this one lands, we have 3. We have a 4, and that's taking down 2 of the 10s. Then we have 3 6s taking down the other 2, and 1 of the 2 9s. We have a 7 that takes down that last 9.
After these messages, we'll be right back. Stay tuned.
I was wondering where he went to. I looked up. I'm like, oh, he's gone. What a knob. So I read the preview or the back of the DC books for Hush 2. Mm-hmm. It actually looks decent.
Here I am.
Hello.
Here I is.
Yeah, I didn't want to go there. But yeah, that is it's what is it? Buckwheat in Little Rascals. Alfalfa's playing Juliet.
I don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, that's where it's from.
I know. I mean, I'm like, if someone's offended by that.
Oh, you know, okay.
Yeah, if that's what you're getting at. So many people get offended. That's why you didn't say that.
Here I is.
Well, we get more offended by you singing.
Because Buckwheat pops up because she Alfalfa, Romeo, where art thou? And then Buckwheat pops up. Here I is. Alrighty. Let's see. This one ended up in the 8 column, ladies and gentlemen. Alrighty. Alrighty, and we are rounding the final corner into the last 5 books. We're on book 11. And I believe that was RDV. So Eric gets this one, and it is Go for Don Duck. Alrighty. Zoinks and away. Here you go, sir. It is Walt Disney Comics and Stories, number something or other.
Well, I'm going to have time to study this cover while the referees confer on something that was obvious with the naked eye, and they're going to take 4 minutes to watch it.
Okay.
So, but I'm not going to need all that time to decide this is a 10.
I didn't think
Donald has gone rogue.
Yes. We wanted it to happen, and it finally happened. All righty. How about you, MK? What do you say?
Normally the duck covers are like kind of okay, but this one's cool. You know, I like how he's tied them all up and he's going to cook them. I don't know if he's going to cook them, but you know, I like how he's got them strapped up like that. It's kind of cool. it's dark, you know, so
yeah.
With the gun on and he's happy. It's like, look what I got, you know. Yeah, so I got to go 10 there. Pretty
okay. Cool. Then RDV.
Let's go with 3 little naked ducks on the cover. Awkward. But hey, there's that blunderbuss again.
Yep.
I like it. This is Donald's Revenge. It's 10.
Alrighty. And let's go to the chat because I'm not jumping off that 10 train. This cover's awesome. Let's see. Jay says 10. Evil Black Cat says 4 for some reason. All righty. Next up, Library says 10 and Austin says 9. And then we have a 10 from Brian, a 10 from Jackson, and an 8 from Joe saying rare Donald Wynn cover. All righty. Next up, watch Alfalfa's backstory. You'll be shocked. He was disliked by everyone, says Michael Taylor. Ethereal says 9, but One Slick says 10 just for the buckle strapped to his feet. And Dark Admiral gives it a 10 as well. And 10 from Michael Taylor. So we got 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. I hope Marania's husband's okay. I'm assuming that's what's going on. Yeah, she's walking away to take care of her man. Never mind, it's something else. This cover is attempted nepoticide. You missed Evil Black Cat's 1 for Slimer. Can that lower its score, please? No. Alrighty. And yeah, he's going to have to explain that 1. Alrighty. Zoinks. Wait. What did 1, 2, 3, 4? Let's see. 1 and 2, 3, 4. That takes out those 3 and 2, 1. Okay. Bum bum. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-doo. There we go. But I do want an explanation on the 1. I absolutely hate 1s, and I'll tell you why. Let's go back to it, and I'll show you. Okay. There's the Slimer cover. At the very least, Slimer is well rendered. It's a fun cover. There's good colors on the grapes and corn. The salt and pepper is drawn to it. A 1 is absolutely the bottomless of the bottomless pit. Don't just 1. Give me a reason why, and I'll accept your 1. But yeah, that's why. I mean, it's like you're telling me there is nothing redeemable about that cover. No, I'm not buying it. I don't buy 1s.
Who gave it a 1?
Evil Black Cat. So yeah, I actually do hate 1s because it's a bullshit grade without an explanation.
Oh, okay.
You got to be Riley Rosmo or something along those lines. Something so fucking ugly and just, I mean, almost offensive to the eyes.
He probably doesn't dislike the cartoon itself.
It would have to be like, or it's so out of character, like Batman and Superman in bed together. That kind of cover would have to, that kind of thing. So there you go. All righty. So where did we leave off on? Marani's back. Donald Duck gets revenge on nephew's perfect Thanksgiving theme. Score a turkey nephew 10. All righty. There we go. And this yeah. I'm just saying this is basically what I'm saying. Back your shit up. I mean, if you have the balls to give something like that, tell us why. Be a man. Stand up for what you believe in.
All you people in the chat saying 10s, tell me why.
I would love that too. Yes, more comments. Yes, absolutely. Back that shit up.
How dare you? How dare you?
I agree with you 100%. Yes, absolutely. More comments, please. You're not saying anything wrong. I want more comments from everybody if possible. But here we go. We have a 1, 4, 1, 8, 1, 9 taking out 3 of those 12 10s on this cover.
Wow. I feel like they're just now that you put it out there, it pisses you off. They're gonna do it more now.
Hey, so long as you can explain it, like I said, you're giving your opinion. You should be able to back your opinion up.
What if you don't like?
By the way, you're on a show now, the Extreme Movie Show. One of the bases of that at the beginning was, don't be a pussy. If you put your opinion out there, man the fuck up and tell us why. Back up.
No, the thing was that if you don't just say something sucks. Tell us why it sucks.
We were actually being no, it wasn't. You can't tell me no. I was there at the beginning. I'm the one that started.
I'm telling you about it right now.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Back your shit up. That's all we're saying.
It's basically
I said that's how it started. That's how it started
with you,
because
maybe, yes.
Rob and I have always been. No, it was with Rob too. He and I were always like this. Okay, but he and I were always like this. We were always like, if you have an opinion on something, you better be prepared to back that shit up. That's all. That's just the way we've been,
guys. If you have a one, just tell your opinion, and he'll say like, "I don't agree with your opinion. I don't believe you."
Then back that shit up. That's it. Yes. All righty. So let's see. That was Eric. So let's move on. That ended up being a 10. That was Eric. Let's move on to MK. And wait, no. Am I off on some? Okay, I have 10. So it's RDV. So this one's Eric, right? No, you had Slimer.
Eric, I have to say this. It's just
I'm way off.
For movies. Way around to it. Don't just say like that sucks. Tell me why it sucks.
That's what I just said. Back your shit up.
Yeah, and less time for you to be bitching. I did like 3 words, Said,
but you said no, and then you said exactly what I said, just a different way.
Yeah, without sounding whiny.
Back your shit up isn't whiny. It's challenging. Anyway, MK, what do you think of this? There you go.
Yeah, pretty. That's like definitely like the most evil turkey I've ever seen, for sure.
That's evil. So it says a 1.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, Shaggy gave a comic cover a 1.
Yeah, I gotta go 10 on this. He's like evil turkey about to totally shank like Scooby. Yeah, that's it's pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta go 10 on it for sure.
All righty. I hate it when mommy and daddy argue. We're not arguing.
That's like me. It's like me and a great grandpa.
Oh, come on. All righty, RDV, what do you say?
My day.
Zoink, Scoob. No, where are the Thanksgiving dinner? I love this. This is 10. There's not a bad Scooby-Doo cover. Heathens. There's
a lot of good ones.
There's no. I cannot find a bad Scooby-Doo cover. I come across. They're great.
All righty. Okay, so what do you say, Eric?
5 more minutes of this shit.
No, you got 30 more minutes, bro.
Oh no, 30.
No, he's talking about the game.
30 plus of your shit. Would you like to know why the last 5 minutes here have been shit? And that's not a turkey. That's a buzzard.
It's a buzzard with a turkey.
Do you see
mind.
he's got a fork? The turkey's got a fork in his hand.
Oh wow, he does. This is a 10. Hell.
All righty. Oh, by the way, why not is a great reason for anything also.
It's the best you're gonna get from me.
There you go. We have done that so many times. We have a friend named Todd who why not is his world's philosophy. Just why the fuck not? Why the hell would you do that? Pfft, why not? Yeah, but come on, this is a 10 and a half right here. It's a lot of fun. I actually thought they were skiing the first time I saw this, and for some reason a turkey was attacking them until I realized it's actually one of those dome things and everything. They're actually the main course. This is awesome. This is a 10.
Serving tray.
Yeah. I think they've actually got that's another thing. It's actually got an actual name, but I don't know. All righty, let's go to the chat.
Yeah, it's
and Jay says 10. All righty, and then library gives a 10. I hate it when mommy and daddy argue. The evil bird gets it. It's revenge. It's a 10. Damn it, you beat me to it, Lucian, says Dark Admiral. Joe says 10. Scooby-Doo-Doo. 10 from Dark Admiral. 10. Shag and Scoob have good reason to be afraid. 10. Come on, turkey, says Jackson. Scooby-Doo 114. This is the turkey getting revenge on Scooby and Shaggy for all of Thanksgiving's past. Well rendered, and it sells Twilight Zone reversal humor. Score a Scooby Snack 10. This is a 9. Great composition. Awesome looking monster turkey. Alrighty. And let's see. We got 7 9s or 7 10s and a 9. 1, 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And then library 10 because this Adam, a well-rendered Scooby cover. I have a soft spot for Scooby and normally hate a lot of modern book aesthetics, but this is a beaut, says library. And bang or ring for you, sir, putting in the comment. I appreciate it. 10 for Ethereal and issue 114. Suck it, Modern Marvel. 10, very cool cover. This is how you expect to see Shaggy and Scooby when scared. All right, that's 2 more 10s.
It's still past that. It's still going. It's the same. They haven't dropped it yet.
Say what?
Scooby-Doo right now through DC is still doing the legacy numbers. They haven't restarted over.
Oh, that's awesome. That is a carving fork in the turkey's hands. Great detail. The turkey is lifting a cloche. Thank you. With covers, which covers Scooby and Shaggy. The lid is called a cloche, I think, or something other pretentious French word, says Brian Stan. Nice, Maranya. My dad was also a Navy vet, talking about Donald Duck earlier. How do you pronounce that, Maranya? I always thought cloche. I think I heard that at the French restaurant in Epcot. Could be wrong. This gives me flashbacks to a nightmare I had as a kid where Big Bird turned Godzilla-sized and was hunting me. That was not a dream, sir. All righty, let's get the stop. And where does this one land with all 14 10s and the 1 9? What a mystery. All right,
yeah,
this
Jay
joins the other 10s. This has been good. We have 1 5. We started off on the low end with the 5. And we've got 1 7, but 2 8s, 1 9. And I kid you not, this is the 7th 10 of the evening of 12 books.
Yeah, Jay, go to
that's not League too bad at all. We are on book number 13 right now, however. And I do believe that is going to go to MK.
Oh. For some reason, I'm smelling turkey.
I knew it. Because he wouldn't shut up. I talked. Yeah, Jay, go. They are still making Scooby-Doo comic books. Yeah, go to League of Comic Geeks. Look it up. I was shocked too. I was like, "What? DC still has an ongoing title that hasn't been canceled and restarted 15 million times like Marvel?" But yeah. Oh man, it's probably like my favorite series right now to read on the Geeky Puppet Show other than Teen Titans Go. Like Scooby Doo and Teen Titans Go are like the best books. They're just fun. The one we recorded tonight, we recorded 2 of them from the volume 2, which is based off the current style animation. They're hammed up already. So Breen, like hamming up the ham, it's just so much fun. Yeah. Joe says Scooby Doo is one of the few comic books I still read. Honestly, if you're willing to dip out and everything else, and there's one book you want to read the Scooby Doo comic books. Those never seem to disappoint.
Also, they're still doing Looney Tune comics too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and those I think are the same numbering as well. They're like in 200s or something.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, yeah, you just read the Scooby Doo or read the Looney Tunes, and that's all you need to read, and then you're good. You save a lot of money. You don't have to worry about Dan Slott coming over and taking over the book.
Yeah.
Or Tom King going on a Scooby Doo. You're fine. There's no Jason Aaron. So, yeah.
All righty. And MK, you're next up, right?
Yep.
What?
And so you got Merry Melodies, Looney Tunes, or Bugs Bunny. You could just say Bugs Bunny. All right, let's go for Bugs Bunny.
Hey, what's the guy with the hat? That's not Elmer Fudd, is it?
It is.
That's Elmer Fudd.
Oh, it is?
He owns
wow.
a mansion and a yacht.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. Yeah, I got to go with 10. I mean, it's Bugs Bunny. The turkey sharpening the...
True story. He made his fortune by selling glue.
Selling glue?
Glue.
Really?
I'm messing with you.
Oh, okay.
RDV, what do you say?
Oh, I say anytime I get to see a 1940s Bugs Bunny rabbit, or maybe even earlier than that, that is cool. And I love that. What does that turkey have, Brain, in his mouth? A cigar, bro. He has a cigar. He's puffing it. He's sharpening his blade. Dude, it's awesome. How can you not give it a 10?
All righty. Eric, what says you about the Looney Tunes?
I've got to give this a 10 for the holiday tradition reversal.
Okay. Yeah, there are a couple of angry turkeys going after the people come to kill me. Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow. You own him more. He deserves it.
I know. For interrupting, I apologize, sir. Go right on ahead.
Professor Engletine's a jerk.
No, he turned up. His game is not going well for him. Alrighty, so I agree. This is a 10. I love the joke. That's one of the reasons I gave it the thumbnail. The other one is I couldn't find the other characters in a pilgrim outfit. Alrighty, so Jay says a 10, and so does Dark Admiral. One slick dude saying Bugs brings a hatchet to an axe fight. And Michael Taylor says 10, Bug's second incarnation, a bit different in the face. Joe says turkey, or 10, that turkey is bass ass. I think he meant badass, but it's close. Then unless he's saying he's got a fish up his ass. Jackson is saying 10, even if Bugs is faking being scared, he's going to get the upper hand when it's all done. And then we have what?
If someone wants to have a bass up their ass, I don't judge them.
Okay, there you go.
I'm not the doctor they're coming to. They get pulled out.
Bugs better have sharpen his hatchet. It's all nicked up, and he gives it a 10. That's Brian Stam. And Ethereal gives it an 8. Every party has a pooper. That's what we invited you. Ethereal. We got 7 10s though. 1, 2, 3.
Man,
4,
you're like
5,
that, like
6,
that
7.
animatronic. When we get stuck at taking the kids to like Chuck E. Cheese, the thing keeps singing the song over and over again.
Yeah, this guy.
Or the Rainforest Cafe. They have a thunderstorm. It's like every 20 minutes. Everybody.
That scared the shit out of Ashley. We thought it would be fun. Oh, look, the monkeys and all that. We had no idea. The first time we went to Rainforest, and we took them in. They were toddlers. Elizabeth was a baby, and Ashley was a toddler. The rainstorm started. Ashley hit the freaking roof. She was scared shitless. After a while, she understood what was going on, but that first time, forget about it. Bugs Bunny, second version of Bugs from the cartoon Cigar Smoky Turkey, is turning Thanksgiving on its head to go after Bugs. Great rendering, score a Stogie 10, says Maranya. And Austin says 8 along with Ethereal. And that is 2 8s and 12 10s. That's where it's going, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, we have another 10. This is awesome. This is a great freaking night. And this is going to be rough on the 10s when it comes to trying to figure out what's going to the bracket fight. What do we send to the bracket fight later? All righty, but until then, I get to start us off here on a cover that I included because you know what? God dang it, I wanted to. So let me put the go for Mars Attacks Thanksgiving.
Oh, great.
All righty, here we go. Hey, I like a couple of weird covers here and there. All righty. Yep. And it's basically about the original Thanksgiving. The Indians are bringing the maize, and the Mars Attacks, the Martians are bringing the ray guns. There you go. Little girl looks funky, though. I think the art is okay. It's not great, but it's okay. I think this is all concept, by the way, after I'm looking at it a little bit, because the faces look little weird on the Indians. I dig it. I'm going 9. What do you say, RDV?
Well, it's nice to see Elizabeth Warren as a kid on this cover.
I know, right?
Back there in the first Thanksgiving, she was little Pocahontas. You know, that's why she was old back then. She was just shorter. Yeah, it's okay. But I swear, every time I look at that Martian, it reminds me of not Matt Walsh. It's who's the lobster guy? The Scott Peterson, the conservative, the guy, the famous conservative. They did the whole lobster thing. To get the left. Is it Scott? Is that Scott? Is it something Peterson?
Are you talking about the 12 Rules of Life guy whose name is out of my head? Jordan Peterson.
Jordan Peterson. That's what I look like. Every time I look, it looks like Jordan Peterson up there at the Martian does.
Okay. All right. So what do you score it?
I'm going to give it a 7.
All righty. And how about you, Eric?
I'll go 8.
Okay. How are you doing? Oh, nope. He's back to his game. All righty. MK, what do you say?
Yeah. I'll go with 10. I like Mars Attacks covers.
All righty.
Oh, crap. We're supposed to mute ourselves when we're not talking? Okay, let's mute.
No. No, because last time you guys didn't know when I dropped out and they had nobody to talk to. Okay, let's go to the chat here, kids. Let's see. We have, I didn't expect a 10. I know the covers have been good. Ethereal says 8 and Dark Admiral says 8. Michael Taylor says 9. Clever humor. Alrighty, 8, 8, and 9. And then we have a Brian Stam saying Elizabeth Warren. Good one, RDV, giving it an 8. Next up, Jordan Peterson. Yep. 7 from Jackson. Okay, and then we have, I've been surprised how good the covers have been for the last couple of weeks. Well, thank you. For these anyway, because I try to find at least interesting, and I do appreciate you guys appreciating them. One slick dude says 7, 6. It's just not doing it for me, says Austin. All right. And I do like to try to put in a couple of things you guys don't expect, Let's see. Mars Attacks Thanksgiving, Aliens in Pilgrim Gear versus Indians. Well-rendered concept, sells the book. Maybe. Score an Alien 8. Well, I do like the fact that they use the aliens as the pilgrims, since I guess they're trying to say that's what it would have been like for the white man to come to the shores. Although it had been happening before. Anyway, that being said, says Joe, this is a 5. All right. All right. And let's see, are their comics of straight up adaptation of the first Thanksgiving Governor Bradford? I have no idea. Look for the Hack Artist covers for Mars Attacks. If you haven't already seen them, they're great. Okay. Let's get the stop, and we'll see where this one goes. And this was mine, right? And next up will be RDV. But we have 1 4, 1 5, and 3 6s. And that takes care of the 1 10, the 2 9s, and 2 of the 5 8s. Yep. So there you go. This is an 8, ladies and gentlemen. All righty. Let me come down here. And finally, we are on to the last book of the night, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. The only reason, really, and this is going to go with, this is going to go to RDV to start us off. The only reason to have a Night of Thanksgiving covers is you can put this one on your list. And it is a tribute to the Norman Rockwell, ladies and gentlemen. Go for JSA, issue number 54. All righty.
Wow. What's this called? I only see boobs. No. Yeah,
right.
It is. Yeah, this is a 10. Once again, if you say it's not a 10 on this cover, you're bullshitting. There's no way this is not a 10. Unless you hate everything that's good and wholesome and plenty
about America.
Yeah, you're just a feminist.
Yeah, you don't like this. You don't like America. That's basically it. Eric Breen, what do you say?
I say this was damn near 3 hours of my life I can't get back.
But we've only been on for an hour and a half.
Holy shit.
I know, I hear you. I can't get this time back either. I could have been
God, it's a 10.
All righty. Yeah, I understand your games aren't going well. I'm actually surprised you're still watching them.
I don't mind losing, but the way they've lost this game has just been brutal.
Yeah,
okay. But there you go. MK, what do you say about this cover?
Yeah. I'll go 10. Yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Very family-like, you know.
Look, there are a ton of these covers. There really are a ton of these covers. It is like the favorite of all Thanksgiving covers is doing the Norman Rockwell bit here. I had to pick I picked what I thought was the best for the ending and the worst for the beginning. If you didn't catch on, I knew that basically I was leaving that. I was basically bringing that cover out to die on the vine.
I need to know, sir, interrupt you. Joe, one sec, dude. Austin, what makes this a 9 and not a 10?
All righty. Just to give you guys a heads up before we get to the chat, these are what I refer to as the rejects, and you'll see exactly how many of them do that. But here we go. We had the Laugh comics. I don't think I included an Archie tonight, did I?
No.
This is from Impulse, of course.
Horrible design.
Turkey Day, which is a horror. I just wanted to leave horror out of it. Yeah. Jumbo Comics. I thought the panel look was just a little bit off. And then this was the other Looney Tunes. Superboy carving up the dinner. And this one seemed creepy because Lana was like, it's wonderful having Superboy as your brother. Another Archie. Betty looks a little high on this one, so I left it off. The other famous funnies. Madam, have you seen a turkey around here? And then another one of these. This is a really well-rendered cover, though. Yeah. It was the words at the bottom that really killed this one.
Yeah.
Here's Batman: The Long Halloween. The other little Lulu. I like the one that I included, where she's trying to sneak the. And then here's another one of the Norman Rockwell. I'm off the air, aren't I?
No. Yes.
Yeah, you are. Once, like, dude, if my comments is a reason why you gave it a 9, then can we really count your score if it's not done in good faith? Contrarian. Do they have to? That's what I want. Would have on a cover on a bracket battle. The F4 Thanksgiving versus the JSA Thanksgiving in a bracket battle. That'd be fun.
Wow, that just was right in the middle there, wasn't it? All right, just to continue here. I'll go a little quicker since there was the stop, but this one almost made it in because I do like these. Also, hey, wait, aren't you a little confused? There were a lot of turkeys getting revenge covers on these. The only reason you could tell this is a Thanksgiving is because the pilgrim in the parade behind them.
Yeah.
Well, that's a cool cover.
But that's not a turkey, though. That's kind of like a Mexican chicken.
Nah.
It's like, what the heck?
I thought about including this one, but we're going to be doing Comics Cavalcade 2 coming up. There we go. The new funnies.
That one you just showed? That was the one I had.
That one?
I think that's what I have, yeah.
Oh, cool. There we go. And
Dennis the Menace.
Oh, yeah.
Another one of the I actually like this one.
They actually have Bobby comics. That's funny.
Okay, so of the two Bugs Bunny where the turkey fights back, I actually like the other one better, but he's actually fighting back here. But there you go. That's the I almost wanted to include this one too.
Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, Beavis and Butthead, Droopy, and another Garfield. And there we go. That is that. Those were the rejects. Let's get to the chat to see where this JSA actually goes here. JSA number 54. All righty. And we have Jay giving this a 10, as well as Dark Admiral, One Slick, Bugs. Oh, wait. What's going on? I'm all the way up at the. Let me try that again. Let's see. Dark Admiral says 10. Jackson says 10, 5 for each. And I don't like the blue hair, says Ethereal, giving it an 8. All right. And then we have, once again, I was drawn to the cheesecake immediately, but this is iconic. Give it a 10, a Thanksgiving 10, says Brian Stam. 9 from Joe. I want to know where Clark's left hand is.
Well, we all wish.
One Slick says 9, and so does Austin. Maranya says JSA 54, wonderful homage to Rockwell. Male comic book readers are very thankful for this cover. Great detail, sells concept, score Power Girl 10. Alrighty. And then we have, let's see, RDV, your comments. I was hoping to see Haha Comics 36. That F4 is a 10. Cool Grundy cover. I hear you, E. Let's see. Now you dropped. Alrighty. There we go. I love Hi Betty. I'm a sucker for all those Norman Rockwell. And Jay says 10. Duh.
I love Ant-Man. I just noticed his feminine pose at the bottom.
Or Adam.
What's the difference? At this point, they're pretty much the same. And
I skipped Michael's 10. Sorry. And there you go. All righty. Let's get the stop on this one. And it is STP. And we will find out the placement here, which we have 1, 8, 3 9s, and then we have 9 10s. Ladies and gentlemen,
whenever you look at Clark's hand, that hand, it almost looks like it's AI drawn. The way there's such a huge space in between his fingers. So.
1, So we had 1-5, 1-7, 3-8s, 1-9, and I kid you not, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 10s. There is only 6 covers tonight did not make a 10. This is truly a 10 fest. All righty, let me pull this up here and share it out, and we will figure out, now that we've got the numbers, we got the placements. Let's figure out where everything goes, and remember, everybody's vote counts. And we are gonna the only ones we have to do are the 8s and the 10s. Everything else is settled. All righty, so here we go. Let's get started. RDV, what is your favorite and least favorite of the 8s?
Have a good night, One Slick.
Have a good night, One Slick.
My favorites are the 7. Oh,
8s. Yeah. What's my favorite of the 5 and the 7? Yeah. What's the favorite of the 8s? Best and least.
Favorites: the Slimer. The worst. Man. What is the little Lulu? Is it the full? I can't see the
little Lulu is feeding the turkey, and then Mars Attacks versus Thanksgiving.
Mars Attacks is going to be my least favorite then.
Okie dokie.
Yeah.
How about you, Eric?
Mars Attacks is no. Slimer's my favorite.
Okay.
Had to go back to what scores I gave him. Little Lulu's my least favorite.
All righty. And MK, what's your favorite and least favorite of the 8s? Hey, Black Spiders.
Probably, let's see here. I guess I'll go favorite, probably Mars Attacks, and least favorite, the Lulu.
Alrighty, and I'm gonna say my favorite is the little Lulu, and my least favorite is the Mars Attacks. Alrighty, let's get to the chat. And right, Jackson says the best is little Lulu, and the worst is Slimer. Alrighty, then after Jackson, we have Ethereal saying Mars and Slimer. Okay, and then Marania saying the best is Slimer and the least is Mars Attacks. And then Joe says best is Little Lulu, worst is Mars Attacks. Alrighty, and then we have Brian with 8 best aliens, worst Lulu. Okay, and then we have Black Spiders. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Dark Admiral says 8, as is for me. The best being Little Lulu and the worst being Mars Attacks. And then we have I'll be eating cats and dogs tomorrow. Awesome. Slimer is the fave. Little Lulu is the least favorite. Okay. Let's see. Happy Thanksgiving, Black Spiders from Dark Admiral. Little Lulu is best. Mars is the worst, says Michael Taylor. All right. And there we are. So I'm going to get the stop here. If you have a last minute vote, by all means, put it on in there. And then let's ratio these 3 covers. And what do we have here? We have an obvious loser, which is Mars Attacks with 3 positive, but 6 negative. And then, oh man, we got a tie. And here's the tie, and I break the tie, but it's not really. Okay, so here's the thing. Slimer, 4 positive, 2 negative. But Lulu has 5 positive, 3 negative. So which do I add more weight to? I'm going to add it to the positives, and so it stays the way it is. All right, let's go to the 10s. And what? Wow.
I was looking at the covers for 10.
For the 10s, yeah. Well, you lead us off while I get the go for 10s into the comments.
Oh, man, the pressure.
I know, right?
Which
one are we sending to the bracket fight, ladies and gentlemen?
Well, I'm going JSA is my favorite.
These are some fucking awesome covers.
I love the Scooby-Doo, but that JSA just stands out. That is just a classic cover.
Okay. Then what is your
least favorite? Man, you know what? It's going to have to be Fun Comics.
More Fun Comics? All right.
Well, we can't see them more anymore.
I know. Yeah, that's disappeared. Right.
It became less fun.
Yep. Okay, so how about you, Eric? Least and most.
Oh no, Jay. Oh no. That dog's outside.
So my least favorite is the Katie Keene.
Okay.
And my favorite is the More Fun Comics.
All righty.
And
right now,
I was gonna say right now, Jay, his least favorite is a dog that shit and pissed in the living room. Ouch.
I'm gonna say favorite is Justice League, and least favorite, yeah, the Happy Franksgiving.
Happy Franksgiving?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm looking at 9. My fault. I thought that was on the. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We go. All right. So yeah, favorites of the JSA, and let's see. I guess the worst would have to be the Ducks.
The Ducks, the Walt Disney, the Don Ducks. Okay.
Wow.
The best, in my opinion, is also the JSA. The worst.
MK, you're kicked out the reading.
The least best, in my opinion, is the Herbie. Alrighty. Let's see what everybody else is saying and see which one wins this particular fight. The dog got out and in the living room. He had to go. Okay. Scooby-Doo is the best and Fun is the worst as ethereal. Alrighty. I'm assuming you mean More Fun Comics and not funny stuff. All right. All right. Let's see. Scooby is the best. Where's the Scooby? Here it is. And the worst is More Fun. And then we have Fun Comics is the favorite, says Dark Admiral. And the least favorite is the Herbie cover. And then we have best is Scooby-Doo. Worst is Katie Keene. All righty. And then we have Brian saying best is Iconic Rockwell. Justice League. Worst Katie Keene. It's Justice Society, but alrighty. This was tough. Alrighty, let's see. Katie Keene. Then we have the best is Power Girl and the worst is Katie Keene. Alrighty. That was Black Spiders. Jackson says best is Donald Duck, worst is Funny Stuff. And JSA, Donald Duck from Jay Lucian. Next up, he's almost something. He's almost 15, so about the dog. I guess I didn't shut the door. Let's see. 10 for Maranya. Donald Duck is the best, and the least favorite is More Fun. Alrighty. Do we have any others? I'm liking the Donald Duck. It's just like something I would watch on Disney when I was a kid. Thanksgiving morning. Yep. I'm going to get up early to watch the parade. I'm one of those people. Got to go. JSA the best for patriotic factor. Katie Keene the worst, but I like them all, though. And that's the way it is when we're ratioing these things. Let's see what else. You got Katie Keene says, Johnny Boys, is that your favorite or least? Okay, worst, but what's your favorite? We also need your favorite. And good night, Michael Taylor. Wait. Did he say that? No. Is it? It's JSA.
No, he's just saying gotta go JSA.
Gotta go. Okay. All right. We got a good night, Michael Taylor from Dark Admiral. All right. So we got the worst is Katie Keene, but the best is Donald from Johnny Boy. All righty. And thanks for showing up at least to the end and participating. That's always fun. And thank you very much. We start at 8 o'clock, or not 8 o'clock, 10:30 every night for, not every night either now. When we do these, we start at 10:30 on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
More like Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Sundays, because Mondays usually have off. Thursdays with your wife.
Not anymore. Gail's got Thursday and Friday off now. Yeah, right. It's like she got smart. She packed up and left. There you go. Yeah. All right. Let's ratio the heck out of this one, and let's see where we stand here. All right. What's got the least and the most? Oh shit. no positives and 2 negatives. Brings this down to number 9, right? That's where we are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and that is Herbie. No positives and 1 negative.
Who get the negative? So I'm gonna bust their balls.
For Herbie, you didn't even give it a positive. What are you talking about?
I know, but I figured no one would touch it though. Who
Right.
get a negative though? That's what I want to know.
Funny, I did, and somebody else.
Oh,
And-
you're canceled.
Okay. Funny stuff got no positives and 1
Melissa,
negative.
Quick vote.
And then Looney Tunes actually got no positives or negatives, so we're going to leave that there. And let's see, what else do we have? Do we have any more cancels? No, we don't. Oh, well, yeah, we do have, however, one that had 2 positive, 2 negatives, so it canceled itself to 0, and that's Donald Duck. All righty, next up, we had 2, I guess this would be worse than the zeros, because we have 2 positives, 3 negatives.
Melissa, you can vote
Or
for which
more
one you
fun,
like.
so I would have to bring
least
that
favorite.
here. Okay, and then and I think we're all. I was wrong, guys. No positives and 5 negatives is actually the worst, and that's Katie Keene.
And can you hear me?
All right, so now we have the actual positives.
He's dropping
With
soon.
the final 3 with nobody touching haha, so it goes here.
So hurry up, Melissa. That's right. He leaves. The tier list goes too.
Yeah.
Dang
it. Well, that's the final tier list then. Okay, so yeah. No,
When he gets back, Melissa, and Amy's there too. Vote for your favorite of the 10s and your least favorite of the 10s. All right.
Justice League.
Yeah. Hey, we're there, Melissa, to vote.
Oh, they can't.
And the winner
Hold on.
by a lot. Oh,
Can you not hear
Melissa's
us?
gonna.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you, but it just don't matter. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Hey, Melissa, how you doing? Yeah, she can tell us what her favorite
Every
is, but
vote counts here.
not really. I'm telling you, not on this one.
I want to hear their opinion. Okay.
Okay, let's hear the opinion.
What would you vote for, Melissa? You're welcome to vote for your favorite and least favorite
Of the 10s, yes, you are more than welcome. It might actually change somewhere around there, but that JSA is staying because it got 8 positives and no negatives.
Precious.
But there are some that have not yet been voted on. So
All right.
that might actually change.
Donald Duck is the least favorite.
And 5th from the right, which is 1.
Or actually, no, Donald is favorite. Sorry, the least favorite is the 5th from the right. 1, 2, 3. That'd be haha.
The 5th from the right is JSA because there's no other. If you're going from the right, that would start at haha Comics.
Oh yes, yeah.
End at JSA. Or are you talking that the haha Comics is? Yep. Because that's what it sounds like from the right or on the right.
Yes, I was wondering if it meant to be on the right.
But from the right, it would be JSA. But why not just say JSA or the one on the left? Yeah.
Oh yeah, 5th from the left.
Okay.
Haha.
There you go. Haha.
Does that change?
So
Donald
we got a Donald, and then we got a haha. I actually didn't write haha down. Nobody said anything about it. So here we go. All righty. So it actually, I think it would. Let me see. More fun was negative. Actually, it would put it. Nope. It would keep it right there.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah. But there you go, gang. We are sending JSA to the bracket fights for season 8. and it is going to go up against what do we have in there already from the food covers?
You can have the boob window closed, and it'd still be a wholesome cover. It reminds you of like you're watching like what was that show called in the 80s? Growing Pains. Anytime the wife would come in, she'd something the turkey. Everyone's sitting down and have Thanksgiving. Before Fast and Furious, there was family, DC family.
Right. So JSA is going to join Green Lantern and the Colonel Sanders cover. That was what won the last one. So there we are. All righty. So tomorrow night's a big old question mark about what we're doing and everything. So on Friday, though, we are doing Black Friday. Since it's Black Friday, we're going to do black characters. So join us for that. And it should be a good time. I found 2 excellent covers, one for Black Adam and one for Black Cat. I am then going to be looking for, let's see, I'm going to be looking for Black Canary, Black Bolt, Black Widow, Black Terror, and then definitely Black Tom Cassidy, Black Lady Blackhawk, and Black Alice. Oh, we're going to be finding some awesome black characters Pardon?
Black Orchid.
Black Orchid. That's a good one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna put that down. I like.
Is that not down there? I'm surprised if it isn't.
No, it isn't, and I love that character. I've actually got the.
I was like, how
did I miss that?
Black Knight, right?
I was just thinking. I wasn't sure if that was like a sci-fi show.
Actually, Maranya, Black Racer doesn't fit my motif. I am, however, going to be putting in at least one black character so I could put them in the thumbnail to fool people in coming and looking at it.
Black Racer actually is black. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, I'm not going for that. If the joke I'm going for is Black Friday is going to be about
white characters
with white characters with black in their name.
So Black Cat
about Black Noir.
Black Noir.
He's actually white and black, depending on the comic of the show.
I have to find a good cover from them also. Black Cat and Black Adam were very easy.
So now they're just naming off the wrong things we're not talking about.
I know, right? Yeah, you're not getting the whole joke to the black characters, but there you go. Yeah. I am planning on pissing somebody off in the secondary market that doesn't know my sense of humor. But in order for that to happen, I do have to have one black character in there so I can put them in thumbnail. Yeah. A token, if you will. Yes.
Black Canary.
I need to commission artists to take all the black characters and then make them all gingers.
This is more like what I'm talking about. Yes.
Somebody should maybe mention that we're talking about characters with black in their name. So.
Yeah, we did.
Well, I did. I literally said that at the beginning. Yeah,
I read off all the people that weren't there or now.
I read off the names of the characters I'm absolutely looking for covers for: Black Adam, Black Cat, Black Canary, Black Bolt, Black Terror. Yeah, all these are white guys with black in their name.
White heroes with black in their name. Their real name.
Blacks and Roy Kirk, of course. Yes.
Black Tom Cassidy, because we're not going for actual black characters.
Black Lantine, I will be wearing blackface that night, so yes. I don't know if you guys heard this, but we are talking about characters with black in the name, says Rhaegar. There you go. All right.
But they have to be white though, not actual black.
Except for the one on the thumbnail in the first cover. I really do want to draw somebody in under false pretense. I really do. I thought I would go for Black Hawk, but Lady Black Hawk, just because of the cheesecake factor. Yeah, Black Panther has to be on the list. Black Panther, I think I'll put Black Panther as the cover. Yeah, and because there are some really good Black Panther covers out there. I want something, or Black Manta has one or two that are really good. But
so the equivalent of this would be like White Tiger, but it's not white; it's Hispanic.
Yeah, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, or the White Ranger. Yeah. That'd be
Black
good.
Ranger is white.
Unbelievable.
I think there's a Black Ranger.
I still love that South Park. They're like the Power Rangers. Go Black Power. Go Red Power. Go. And he's like, I'm not doing the white thing.
Yeah. But I've got a list. We made a list the other night of characters with black in their name, and the way it works is I'll get around to the other characters as well, the actual black characters with black in their name. Yeah. I just really want to play this prank. I do. Yeah. It's gonna happen. Yeah.
There's a black Goku too, actually, believe it or not.
He's like Goku black.
Yeah, he's white, I think. He's like,
and we all need to switch our insurance. Thank you.
Yeah, it's just Goku Black. It's basically Goku possessed.
Goku Black. Okay, I thought it was Goku.
But Black Panther, arguably the most iconic black hero. Yep. Should be the first. I agree with you, Patrick. We gotta lull people in. It's got to be the first. It's got to be the thumbnail. It's got to be the first cover, and you'll lull people in, and then afterwards.
That would be hilarious. All the characters that had been race swapped in the MCU. Can we just race swap all the black characters and make them white?
Make them ginger?
Oh my gosh, Black Panther with a white guy?
Yeah, I would want. Yeah, we gotta. We have to.
Who's Black Panther? Yul Brynner.
We have to. No. He's too tan. You have to go ginger. It would have to be like.
I'm sorry, he's too dark. We want a light.
For the same time period, for what you would do is it would be Danny Kaye. Like Danny Kaye as Black Panther would be awesome. Trusty Black Kick.
Yeah.
There you go. Because Falcon is the very first mainstream character. By the way, I used to like to fool people by saying the Falcon is the first African American or first black, the first African American character. Everybody would ultimately say that it was Black Panther, and I always thought that was kind of funny. People arguing, but what part of America is Wakanda in? Alrighty, so White Luke Cage, Cybar, Quicksilver, Black Silver, Blade, and Bishop. Yeah. They're just naming off black characters. Anywho, guys, are you doing anything tomorrow?
Me, I am off tomorrow. As far as I'm not, I have nothing scheduled really as far as live streams. I mean, I have stuff I'm airing, but I'm not going anywhere tomorrow. I'm thinking
the same thing. I'm going to leave it open because if me and Gail are having a nice day and we just want to continue it into the night, I don't want to break it up. But if she falls asleep early or something, I'll come on down and we'll
have some more of this dark meat from the turkey.
Yes. No, the dark meat is all mine.
Then you'll be sleeping.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to make an under the bridge joke.
No, I don't do bridge jokes. That's a bridge too far for me.
Okay, that's a bridge too far. Yes.
That chemical's in the dark meat more than the white meat.
Yep.
All
righty. So are we getting? We could play the game where we, because it is officially Thanksgiving. We could play the game where we say something we're thankful for.
Yeah,
and
that always irritated me though. You saw what they did? Was a year or two ago? They had the X-Men, but they're black. They did that. Marvel released that. It was like an X-Men comic book miniseries where they're all black. Everybody on the team was black. Black Cyclops, black. And just like what pissed me off is I didn't do White Bishop. Like if you're gonna make everyone else as white as black, you gotta like make the black characters white.
So they were all black X-Men.
Yeah, it was weird.
Oh.
I am thankful. I am very thankful that Jay Lucian has agreed to buy my $1,000 Superman book. It's very nice of him.
That's actually Jay in that book. That was his bar mitzvah.
But he said he's going to be doing it in 33-cent increments. No, you heard it. 33 increments of a penny per day. Yeah.
It's like, like to help sponsor a child. He's sponsoring that book, a penny a day.
Yeah, I still haven't put this on eBay yet. Because
the price of coffee, you could sponsor this child. Price of coffee?
I just,
Worth $1,000.
yeah. So Maranya already said that, you know, she's happy and thankful that her husband is home. How about you, MK? About this year, what are you thankful for? Eric doesn't have much to say because his football game did not go well.
I guess my immediate family's still alive, and myself, and you guys, you know, online. You know, you totally kill every show, you know, with the not like that, you know what I mean? Like, you know, like
well, I was wondering, you were going, I'm thankful my parents are alive, but you guys kill them, so yeah.
Finish my sentence. That sounded wrong.
In spite of you guys trying to kill my mom and dad, I'm happy they're still alive.
It's just coming from a guy who likes Chucky a lot.
I know, right?
It's like,
yeah, I kind of stumbled on my words there a little bit. Yeah,
I'd say he's thankful for being allowed to read on the Creaky Puppet Show when I participate on the panel here.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, appreciate the opportunity.
He's thankful for us to make fun of him, his voice when he's on panel. Yo, it's me, MK.
I'm thankful for, and God bless the old and young comic soul, says Patrick. RDV, do you have something to?
I'm thankful for pretty much having a place to actually Geeky Puppet Show. We've been doing it for 4 years now. October was our 4th year.
Cool.
And it's nice to see actual people showing up in the chat. When we first started doing it, it's like, I guess we're just by ourselves. I'm always thankful for Eric Breen wanting to do the readings, Maranya, the Lester sisters, MK coming in. Jay, you suck because you left us. We don't care about you anymore. I mean, it's just thankful that people show up and watch us. I mean, that's the thing. That's what makes it fun about this. I have a place to go over here on Isle of Comics. You know, I can hang out with Rob. Pretty much, Rob traded up for a younger version. Sounds kind of gross, but I mean, he traded up on the Extreme Movie Show. He got rid of E and he said, you know what? I need someone who's going to less argue with me and someone who's more of a yes man. But I don't know.
He got a new apprentice, is what you said.
Yeah. Well, you got Pixel too. But I'm thankful for my internet so it doesn't keep crapping out like Ease does every 5 seconds. You know, wow, he's like that. You ever see those videos that people have like the cat towering over the city, little town? He's got his camera angle all the way up, so he looks like he's like towering above us.
Me?
Yeah, look at your camera. Look at your angle is like
it's where I'm at.
We're looking up at you. It's like he's like.
I used to have the camera on a shelf right about here. I actually prefer this angle than I do this angle because you know I never like the ones, but I don't have prominent nostrils. I hate the ones where it's like right there. It's like no. Pull back a little bit.
There's so much to be thankful for. I'm thankful for Trump winning. Sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thankful for the fact that
I think
I'm thankful there's still comic books for me to go out there and actually pick up and read. Having the money to actually buy comic books, enjoy stuff, and just hang out and just talk with people. It could be a whole lot worse, it's better. It's better than some of the past years we've all had. Here's to brighter futures, and here's just 4 more years of this bullshit on Isle of Comics. Being yelled at. Why did you put that as a 1?
What the fuck are you? You guys have been harsh recently. I mean, I don't know what I did to you guys, but come on.
I'll let Breen say what he's thankful for.
Yeah, go on ahead, Eric. Say what you were saying before.
I wasn't saying anything before.
It's taking shots at England, Team Dave. You want to jump in on the conversation?
I'm obviously grateful for November 5th.
Oh, fuck yes.
And I'm hoping that this time next year we can be thankful. Let's be honest. The party that he ran, as a member of didn't deserve to win shit because the Republican Party is fucking useless.
Yeah, it is.
As becomes more evidence every day when they sit there and let California count votes for 3 fucking weeks and flip about 6 seats. And the majority is almost gone.
Yeah.
Now, and you know that the shills in the Uniparty aren't going to do a goddamn thing about it. hopefully there's a way to dismantle some of these uniparty bastards and get the government that the people actually voted for, because we didn't vote for John Thune, Mitch McConnell, Susan Collins, and Lisa Murkowski to block everything Trump tries to do. We didn't vote to have House seats stolen 3 weeks after we elected Donald Trump. So grateful that he won. But I said there's a lot of work to do, or ain't a damn thing going to change.
Well, Eric's also thankful for the fact that he has a place to go. He goes, blah, 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 he goes crazy. If because this, we've talked about this before, Eric. It's like somewhere to go to relax. Because there's a lot of crap in the world. Somewhere you can just turn your mind off and just have distraction. That's usually what the YouTube is. You guys are like a good distraction from like any problems we might be having. We poke fun at E, and being stressed out and stuff. But I mean, if he was on here hanging out with us, I think he'd probably be more worse off. Seriously, I mean, so. Because you get stressed out easily. But I mean, but joking around with us though, it helps. It helps take your mind off things.
Well, the other reality is, and the four of us know this. Men, as they get older, tend to have a small circle of friends in real life. That's just reality.
You know what? You and I, obviously being the older or elders, I guess, it's true what they say. I like my wife. I like my kids. I just if Rob was hanging out around with Rob and Todd and Chris, and that would be okay. They've been my friends for life, but I don't want to meet new people. Not seriously. It's just that way. So when you get on here and people jump in, we're doing our opinions stuff for a long time. By the way, those of you who are new to the channel, you might not know this, but there was like a rotating a cast, if for lack of a better word, and then we just kind of settled, and it was because there was it started off, it was me and Comics Division, Weaponized Nerd Rage, Captain Frugal, and in comes Iconic, and
who's Captain Frugal? I never hear from him.
I know, right? For a little bit, Gary from Nerdrotic was even on here. I just found, by the way, his what did we do? Comic Book Thunderdome. Yeah. And then it just started, Eric comes on and we meet RDV. Dalton comes on in, Maranya. She's always been welcome to come on anytime she wants, but she prefers to be in the chat, and that's a-okay.
Tell you, the first time I came on here though is we did the Google Hangouts, and then after he ended the live stream, E leaves. I have Dalton. I've just met Action Comics. I've just met having a religious debate in the Hangout, Google Hangout after the show's ended, and he's like, "See you later, RDV. It was nice meeting you." Boom, gone. I was like, what did I get myself into? I'm like, excuse me, guys, continue your debate. I'm going to bed later.
I always like the casual nature of, do you want to come on? Come on in. It's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I just thought of something else I was thankful for.
Okay.
I'm thankful that when I come up with something, I don't need a second sentence, because after I get the first one, someone's going to take off and just
do it for you. Okay.
No. Get back to one of the things that we talk about, you say you don't want to meet new people, but what YouTube allows is you just like, it opens up the entire world. So it's not hard for a group of people with like and similar interests to find each other, which would be almost impossible at our age in the real world, because you just don't run into that many people, that have our interest set.
Yeah.
And that's, so I said, if I gotta think, I don't know if we'd have all been friends if we'd met in real life, because there's a lot of huge age gaps.
Mm-hmm.
And so it may not have been possible to meet like that. But, I said, there's nobody that I've met here that I think I would get along with just as well in real life. So, I mean, it's it's not that I don't want to meet new people. It's just that it's, like I said, this is open to everybody versus the small number of people you interact with in real life.
When I said I don't want to meet new people, it's like in real life. It's just so it's a lot different now. I have a conversation with my wife. If somebody, I can't conceive of the way I would meet somebody, because when I go out, I'm with my wife, I'm with my daughters, and I talk to people, but I'm not like, hey, you've got similar interests, let's be friends. I'm not saying it can't happen. It's just I don't go searching for people. Go ahead.
I'm gonna create an app for guys to find other guys to hang out with and be friends.
Okay, you do that. I'm thankful for the lights being on for this very consistent stream, says Patrick. Thank you. Don't forget Black Spider. He's okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'm thankful for not being Comicsgate drama. You know what? For as much as occasionally I visit it, I don't, what it's become and who it's become under. I'm done with all that.
And if you ever turn on an E stream and you're wondering if he's talking about Comicsgate, all you have to do is check the icons. If you don't see mine, there's a good chance he is.
Yeah, there you go.
And we're gonna create a board game. So everyone he does talk about that, it's like you're the advance forward on the game, or until he brings up a certain thing, and then you miss a turn. You gotta wait.
Rhaegar says, I'm thankful that Zach is not here hiling the Third Reich. Austin says, I'm thankful for Ease Auctions. Without them, where would I get my superhero fix? The MCU?
You guys are wrong, though. Zach's already on the Fourth Reich.
Right. That would be awkward. Let's see. Isn't political just peace and love? I'm thankful for having hair, unlike some people out there. Let's see. Unless you get hair.
Yours just fell down to your chin.
Wanted to pop back in and say I'm thankful for a lot. This show is one of the things I listen along and a lot while working overtime. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Let's see. I'm thankful for this option and transparency in videos and live chat. Englantine is thankful for donkeys, of course. Won't leave back end. I'm thankful for not having to subscribe to be in chat.
Yes, that's the one.
That's a thing.
So people who are like PewDiePie, who have so many people. Next, another way to make money is that he has members only live streams or members only like chats as far as community posts and stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. I've thought about that too, and I thought about what's his Steven Crowder does where he'll have like the first hour on and the second hour behind the paywall. I've thought about doing that kind of stuff.
So it's not a paywall. So his first hour is on YouTube and Rumble at the same time, and then they drop YouTube because when that's like I start talking about the stuff that YouTube won't let them talk about.
Yeah.
So they do that on Rumble because Rumble has free speech for them. So that's all it is. But I mean, like if you want to become a part of a Mug Club, then you're able to interact with them.
I've had people tell me that I was being stupid by reading comments. Because I should only read the super chats. I appreciate the super chat, I really do, but it's not necessary to get your comment right.
So here's my thing: if you're monetized and you interact with people in the chat, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this guy actually talks back to you," they might show up more and more, and then more people discover your channel. They're like, "This guy does live streams and talks," because a lot of times you'll be ignored. And it's not it's not on purpose. I know Wes does aficionados, but I've been in there on Sundays where it's like if I say a comment, it doesn't get brought up. He reads the super chats. It's just the way it's set up. It's something personal. But
I'm sorry. Who's being personal?
No, I'm talking about on Wes's channel. And Wes is not a bad guy. It's just that he has so many people on and he has it planned out for what he's going to talk about in the aficionados. So if he addresses the chat constantly, it's like then they lose track of what they want to talk about.
It's more scripted. I get it. The only thing I wanted to do as far as that is when we used to do news streams, and I would love to get back to that, by the way. I always wanted to make sure that we only did like 10 minutes on one story. Let's skip to the next, or 15, so I could clip it and make videos. That doesn't work with certain people. I love the man, but I have got, okay, so we're moving on. Wait. I need to say one more thing. No, we're moving on. But yeah, I like doing that part. I understand that if you're more structured show than what we do, you can't really do.
Yeah, well, that comes down to what we do in Extreme Movie Show. If you're gonna have more than 2 people on the panel and you're doing something like that, you have the host directs the questions.
Okay, so would you actually stay quiet and wait for me to ask a question, or would you chime in?
Well, I would, but after 15 minutes of Dalton talking, I get interrupted.
and that's when Dalton isn't even here.
Yes. Let's see. Oh yeah, it's great to come here and turn my brain off. It's really not needed here. Thank you, sir. I'm glad we could provide that kind of relaxation. I'm thankful for the good news series like G.I. Joe and Transformers comics.
Yeah, there's still, like I said, there's still
your
good
brain turns on, says Jay. Oh, good one, Jay. Good one. Yeah, I'm thankful for the Energon universe myself. I'm 40 now. I feel you. Let's see. I miss being a weirdo. I have meeting new people. All right, let's see. Dalton is great. He's too nice on the MCU, but he's a good guy. Oh, I love the man. I really do. He he came in on that same day. The first comic book Thunderdome we were going to do is the first time that he got online, and we were talking, and he tried to say, so we were talking about pedos, maps. And it got there. Yeah, maps. And he was trying to say that they don't see themselves as the villains. And instead he says, well, they're not really bad guys.
Some of my friends are school shooters.
Yeah, he was trying to get to the point where in their own eyes, in their own being, they don't see themselves as bad guys. But he kind of went in the wrong direction. And the next day I was just defending him. Look, this is what he was really saying. The kid's okay, trust me, because he got so many bad comments. Never have that guy on again. Never did. But yeah, I mean, that's him, man. He's a good kid. Guys, I know this is really hard for you to believe, but I'm the guy who goes to a party or a gathering and talks to everyone. I am that as well. Comicsgate 2024, your art sucks. No, your art sucks. That's been... Even before Ethan Van Sciver took Comicsgate over, me and Comics Division were talking about how it's a dead brand. It's only seen as this hate group. So it really is not a salvageable name anymore. I didn't like it, and I stood because I would get a lot of people DMing me, why are you hanging out with a Nazi? Why are you doing this? Blah, blah, blah. Why are you And I felt as one of the original 4, it was on me to kind of, no, you're wrong about these people. Stop. You're blanketing everybody in there. But unfortunately, we had too many trolls. We had too many people who found out there's money to be had in their hills. And they started just making bad memes, bad videos. And it kind of went off. So even before Ethan took it, it was iffy at best. Have a good night, Dark Admiral. This stream isn't greedy. Oh, it wants to be. I think a lot of channels like Crowder also don't have live chats because they don't want to deal with your arbitrary chat moderation games. It is difficult sometimes, and we talk over each other sometimes. I'm going to have to skip over some of these here because I am so far behind. But yeah, so, and also it is one thing when... No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that I like what Rhaegar said, Favorite part of stream is whenever Vanquish tries to say something, and quickly cuts him down.
No, I don't think that's actually a thing because I hear that I interrupt him all the time, and it just doesn't happen. as much as you guys think.
But it's usually when you're about to bounce off. So I laugh each time. So
bounce off for bounce off on a topic, or just say
no. It's called you can't hear me whatsoever because your computer's about to die.
I can hear you, but I just don't listen. That's the. I'm just fucking with you, man. No.
Hey, Gail.
Yeah.
I know who's sleeping on the couch tonight with the cat.
This stream usually has good topics and usually does stay on topic, but it's so rigid or rigorous in sticking to a stream formula. One thing we actually don't, and that's one thing I like about when it used to be where I would be bored, because this is before Gail was in the house and everything, and I would be like, well, I'm bored. I'll turn on. I have no idea. I don't have a topic. I would just turn on the camera and I'd find an article or something that meant nothing really. And I would just start talking. And then ultimately somebody would come in and, hey, did you hear about this? What do you think of that? Oh my gosh, I can't believe. In a conversation would pop in. Guests would come in and we just have a conversation. And starting from zero, we could go for 4 or 5 hours. Main reason why I don't go on the panel is by the time I get a chance to speak, E keeps going. We are moving on, so it's hard to. That's Maranya.
So here's what I do, and I gotta give props to Shannon and Dr. Silverade Saturday mornings. What they do is they basically will show off their books, and Maranya or Jackson, whoever's in the chat, will put a pause button so they know where to start off the next time, where the comments they left off. They read the comments and then they pause, and then they start doing their books again, and then they come back and they read it again. So it's like, so you have the idea of keep their place.
Well, I do too. I do that also, but occasionally, like just earlier, I said I have to move forward because I got so far behind. I'm behind on your conversation now. Yeah.
Well, it's teaching how it goes. That's the running joke. I tell Rod, it's like Dr. like, you'll see my comment tomorrow because you're so far behind.
Yeah, it's and that's the thing. You have to do that with the comments, even or
like what Jackson. Jackson just put up a line in there. That's where you usually notice. That's where you need to that's pause the pause button.
Yeah, the thing is I also, and I've done this before, and I never said this out loud, but when I say I'm going to take some comments, stop commenting because Dalton, of course, being the talkative.
You're the worst though. I noticed on the news articles, you get the most words in, then Dalton speaks, and then I'm there. I'm like, why am I even here? Sometimes because I understand it. It's a news thing. That's why sometimes I stay off. It's like, well, I'll just let you do the news thing by yourself. That way, otherwise, if it's like 3 people. If they both want to talk the whole entire time, that third person's like Eric. Eric's quiet most of the time. But then again, Eric's also watching sports.
Eric's watching a ball game. Yeah. It's okay though. All right. So we just got a request. Jackson wants to see some comics, and gosh darn it, I am willing to show some comics off. I showed these off before
for the auction.
These are the books I got for the auction. Some of them are going to be for future auctions, like the Christmas stuff. But these are the $5 and the big dogs. I actually got them in reverse order. Usually I have them because I showed them off before. But I have Punisher POV. All right, this prestige format, part of a mini series though. And then we have the Avengers annual number 12.
Nice.
Yeah.
They just released Epic Trade for that.
What if issue number, what is this? This is issue number 33. What if Dazzler was Herald of Galactus? And what if Iron Man was stuck in the days of King Arthur?
I thought she was Herald of Galactus.
Then we have She-Hulk number 26. Sensational, that is.
Nice.
Yep. And then we have the Punisher Bloody Valentine. This might go away, and then you see it in Valentine.
Who's the writer on that?
This is Palmiotti and Gray. Ooh, that's a good team.
Nice.
That's a Jonah Hex team right there doing the Punisher. Next up, we have Punisher Ghosts of the Innocent. and that's another prestige
Here's
format.
a question: is anybody who's ordering on in-stock trades, have you ever ordered any of the damaged ones they usually have on clearance? And if so, how bad was the damage on the book? Because they never tell you how bad it's damaged. And I always wonder if it's like, is a corner bent or is the whole book warped? But they never list on the website. So I'm just curious if anybody's ever ordered through in-stock trades and got the damaged book.
Here is the Punisher G-Force. That's another prestige.
I got that one.
I got these Punishers because I was going after the Christmas specials for the Christmas.
I thought you were going after me, targeting me.
Detective 527, where he meets Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes.
Batman number 535, because I wanted the crazy quilt.
I thought it was a balloon.
Really, I thought it was funny, so I took it. These will be in the Christmas auction, which will be the second Saturday of December. There you go. And that's the Punisher holiday specials.
Remember the holiday specials from the 1990s? Marvel holiday bag specials.
Oh, I've got those too.
Yeah,
I need to get a hold of the DC ones. Here is Stars and Stripes, the first appearance of what's her name? And then we have Superboy, issue number 131. Go-Go checks and all. Next up, we have Angel and the Ape, issue number 2. And we have House of Secrets, issue number 65. And then we have, let's see, The Punisher meets Archie.
Nice.
There you go. And next up, we have Barbie number 1, still in the poly bag. Yeah.
Gee, I wonder who that's aimed at. Amy, Melissa, if you're still here.
Our Fighting Forces, featuring the Hellcats. This is issue number 114 of Our Fighting Forces. And then we have GI Combat, issue 111, featuring the Haunted Tank.
MK wears a dress when he does that.
And then we have GI Combat 136.
Zach approved.
And we have Enemy Ace 143. Or,
9 out of 10 races approve this.
Star Spangled War Stories, and this is starring Enemy Ace. This is issue number 145. And we have Men of War, issue 115, also starring Enemy Ace. And we have Walt Disney Comics and Stories, issue number 231.
Rhaegar? If they do a race up of a Khazar, I want to be like, I want to have Jay-Z playing him, so it's like Jay-Zar.
And then we have the first appearance of Deadshot. The new Deadshot, of course, not the top hat wearing original. Adventure Comics number 332 with Superboy and Supergirl.
Sir, we need some Gentleman Ghost up in here.
And then I'll try to take care of that tomorrow. And then we have Supergirl number 406.
Nice.
Or Adventure Comics 406, not Supergirl. GI Combat 100, which I'm going to put this on my own wall. And then the first cover appearance of Zatanna.
That was on the cover ranking.
The GI Combat, yeah, it was in the 100th issue cover ranking.
Yeah, that got a high. That got a 10.
It's a fantastic cover, and this is the Atom number 19 first cover appearance of Zatanna. So there we go. That's all the $5, so forth, big dogs and all that. I'm gonna go out and on Black Friday and try to put together an auction of new stuff or newish stuff anyway.
Good luck.
Yep. And then I'm going to mix up with some of the books I already have. Yeah, there you go. So I will have a sale on Black Friday. I was trying to think of what it would be where I'm still making money and you guys are still getting a deal. Gail talked with me about it, and we came up with if you buy 10 to 19 books, you get 10% off. 20 to 30, you get 20. Anything above 30 is 25. So there you go. That's what we came up with. I think that's a pretty decent, that would end up being a pretty decent deal. So there you go. So on at 8 o'clock on Saturday. And I might find something else, something like a giveaway or something. We haven't done that in a while.
Every auction is Black Friday here, says Austin.
Every auction. Well, I do try to keep the prices low, and occasionally I try to put a $1,000 comic book up for only $3. Yeah.
Would you accept 800?
I would accept $800 and a Brave and the Bold first appearance of the Teen Titans. Yes.
Oh, so facsimile works. Okay.
Speaking of 1,000, you ever try selling a Batman or Superman issue 1,000? You know, like those are like the.
Yeah, Action Comics 1000 is great.
Yeah,
I think
I
you
know.
said you don't like the number, right? Or
no, it's a false thing. It might be physically the 1,000th issue, but they fucked it up. Stop showing Jay's book. Somebody will think it's for sale. Yeah. Exactly.
He's already got 33 cents down payment on it.
I know, right? Yes, only 1 million more of those. That is the best fucking buy I've ever had.
Are you kidding me?
My beautiful wife, however, actually said she understands if I wanted to keep it. But that's the greatest purchase I have made.
$1 a day for a whole year, and just keep doing it. It'd be awesome. It's like 10 years later.
3 years. If he gives $1 a day, then at the end of 3 years,
trying to get more out of him. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yes, 10 years. Yes.
Hey, I got an interesting question for you. So if you say you have like $10 million, right, and you could get any movie prop of your choice, from any movie, like what would you ever think about, like if you could get something,
Does it include vehicles or just props?
Yeah, vehicle, anything, so like you could afford it, so any movie prop,
if you're asking like any one movie prop, or like if I've got 10 million, how would I spend it? I thought about this kind of thing. I mean, a lot of people would go for like the ruby slippers, which is an excellent movie prop.
Yes, I want to wear them.
Yeah, of course. I always thought two movie props I wanted. One, I kind of fell out of love when I worked at Back to the Future. But I think the papers in Casablanca, the papers of transit, I would love those.
Do you know?
I would just hang them up in a frame.
Dang it, Brain!
I actually have the Maltese Falcon would be awesome too. Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
From Star Trek? I mean, Star Wars?
No. It's a Humphrey Bogart movie.
Oh, okay, I'm thinking of something else. I'm sorry.
But I always thought something like that where I could frame it and keep it on the wall. I also, by the way, I do have a Casablanca passport that there was this big box set of for Casablanca, and it came with a passport, a passport bag, like the book you can put your passport into, and luggage tags and the whole 9 yards. So I actually had all of that when I went to Thailand. On the inside of the passport bag and documents bag was a grape soda pin from Up. So the adventure is out there. So I considered these my good lucks. I carried them everywhere I went. That would be one thing. I absolutely, I don't know if it would only be $1 million, but or $10 million. I guess I could also get the Batcopter from Batman 66. I would want that, including the shark repellent spray at the bottom behind the seat. Yeah, I think that would be interesting. So there you go. Those are 2 props I would get. But with a little thought, I could probably think of a lot more that would be interesting. Maltese Falcon being an excellent one. The fedora, Raiders Lost Ark, that'd be a good one. But yeah, those would be very interesting props to me. I think that it would be really cool to own the Roger Rabbit dummy that was used for Line of Sight. Whenever Eddie was supposed to be in the room talking to Roger Rabbit as he was sitting down, they kind of used just a dummy, and I think that would be really interesting as well. So anyway, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. By the way, Roger Rabbit is absolutely one of my. Ooh. Oh, freaking hell! It just popped in my head. Gene Kelly's Umbrella for Singing in the Rain. Yeah, that absolutely. You know what? Yes.
Humphrey Bogart's pants. I want to wear those with my Judy Garland slippers.
Yeah, well, the red, like I said, the ruby slippers would be awesome. Yeah, the trolley from
Mr. Rogers.
No, the movie, Christmas movie, bang, clang, clang, clang with the trolley.
Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Eric, help me out here. You got me in.
White Christmas.
Meet me in St. Louis.
Oh,
yeah. I mean, yeah. Name the movie, and I could tell you the prop I would want from it. But yeah, there you go.
nice.
Let's see. After okay, I'd want one of the screen used Chucky dolls. Says MK. Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yeah, a couple of them.
That's a good pull.
Hat from the first Mortal Kombat movie. I was trying to think of like a weapon or something. You know, the hat that Christopher Lambert wears.
Yeah. Oh yeah, any of the swords from Highlander would be.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Man, I'm surprised more people have said a Batarang from any of the Batman movies. You know, than Affleck or Christian Bale's or somebody. You know? Those are pretty cool. The Batarangs that you see like in the wall.
Yeah, those Batarangs were really cool. I want the Charles Fleischer Roger Rabbit costume he wore on set while performing. Yeah, that would be really neat as well. I've seen a lot of the props when at Universal Studios, and I've seen a lot of props at Hollywood Studios when it was actually into the movies. One thing that pissed Steven Spielberg off, by the way, is they put one of the Jaws robots out in what they call a boneyard. And the whole thing was boneyards are where props go to die. They just go out there and they forget about them and they rot. And Steven Spielberg did not like the idea of one of his sharks rotting. And so, yeah, he's very protective of that kind of stuff. I heard in the tour, they got rid of Quint's boat and he flew off the fucking handle. It's like, where's Quint's boat? But if you put a boat in the water and you don't take care of it, it rots away. So they had to take it away and they had to rebuild it. The War Wagon from John Wayne's movie, The War Wagon, was in this boneyard. It was rotting. I was like, you guys are fucking insane. You don't do that here. And I said as such to, we used to have these dinners with Bob Galt. He was the head of Universal Studios for a while. And he wanted the guy on the ground to talk to him. He wanted yes men. I'm not a yes man. And I told him as such. And Steven Spielberg came and he saw this boneyard and he says it's a horrible idea for a theme park. For like in Hollywood, it's always like this lot behind a studio where nobody's watching these things rot. But when you have people looking at stuff that they loved in movies and it's falling apart, people are like, what the fuck are you letting this fall apart for? So it didn't quite work. Yeah.
I saw something with like the original TMNT costumes, you know, from Jim Henson show.
Oh yeah, those, yeah.
Yeah, and they're like all like rotted and stuff now.
Yeah, because they had the constant when they were wearing them, they had to constantly keep fixing them because they kept falling apart while they were filming the movie. But for me,
too, you know?
I would love to have like Harold Ramis's like his actual prop he used for like the proton pack, the wand.
Yeah.
The original Ghostbusters car, the one they used in the movie.
Yeah, that was funny you mentioned the car because I was thinking of that was my next question. To say like maybe sometime you could do it if you want to do like a top 10 most famous cars between movies and shows like ever. You know,
well, flat out, I'm a fan of
Batmobile's got to be in there somewhere. You know, which one though?
If you take away the Batmobile from 1966 Batman, then maybe I can actually go into normal cars. Dude, but to me, that is the most badass car of all time. So,
I just want those. You guys think about the props? You know, the Maltese Falcon from that show or movie. I want the Packards they were driving in there.
What car was the Dukes of Hazzard?
The General Lee. It was I believe it was a Charger.
Charger. Charger.
They went over like 40 or more cars that it destroyed filming that series.
Really, that many?
How about the bomb Batman can't get rid of?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Yes. What a great prop that would be. Yeah, you're spot on with that one, man. That would be really cool. Some days you just can't get rid of.
Because I can just see you running through the streets of Muncie with that over your head.
You know what? I think I want to make it just so I can make that video. That would be awesome.
Then you have like a shark repellent. One episode, the shark repellent. No?
Yeah, that's what I was
would be
saying.
Cool too.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's what I was saying. If I had the helicopter, I would still want the shark repellent behind the seats.
Or the boat.
Yeah, I feel like for the vehicles, there's so many, man. Like, come to think of it. The
Excuse me,
DeLorean
just-
would have to be up there, though, for making sure. Who doesn't like the DeLorean, right?
There's a DeLorean. Like I said, there's which Batmobile though?
I know, that's what I'm saying. So many
Well,
great
as far as the props from Back to the Future, some of the weirder ones appeal to me. You know, everybody of course wants the DeLorean, but if you can't get the car, what prop would you want? I think mine's more from Back to the Future 2. I would love to get that case where he opens it up and he's got the denominations of money from all different years. I think that would be a really cool prop. Black Beauty, Batman 66, Batmobile, Starsky, and oh my gosh, yes. Oh, the Gran Turismo. The Gran Torino from the Starsky and Hutch. Hell yeah. Twice on Tuesday. That's a great one. Let's see.
one of the Bond cars, right?
Yeah, the
I think
Aston Martin.
Yeah, the Aston Martin from Goldfinger is the most iconic from that one. Yeah.
I want to have working where I actually just shoot a house like out.
But I mean, of course, you know, being a superhero fan and such, the Shield would definitely like that, or Wonder Woman's tiara or her outfit. That would be awesome. I'd wear it every day,
bro.
I'd wear it every day. Yeah, no, but there's I'm not so big on costumes and such though. But
dude, I saw them in J Lo's garage. They were driving the Tumbler. That thing is so hard to drive. It's literally blind. It's like you're basically like Charles Lindbergh. Remember he had the periscope in order to fly. That's what the Tumbler's like.
That's what Dick Van Dyke said about Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. They found the car and they brought him to check it out, take pictures with it and all that. And they asked him, "What do you remember about this car?" And he says it handled horribly. It was hard to drive. That's what I remember.
The car, the Chrysler, the one they had for the Wraith, Charlie Sheen.
Oh yeah,
that's another one that was so rickety. It was not really meant to be the drive at all. Yeah, and like so Jeff Dunham had bought it and then he brought it back and they were driving. He's like, well, you guys did a lot of work. And he's like, but yeah, it's still. He's like, Jay Leno's like, I don't trust this thing going over 60.
Did you say Jay Leno or Jeff Dunham bought it?
Both.
Jeff
Dunham was on the show. He was on the guest.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's
Jay Leno's garage. You should,
I know Jay Leno's like a big collector of your cars. And
Jeff Dunham has the Batman Returns car.
As a superhero fan, as a comic book movie fan, Batman 66 has so many different props. I think I would have to have considering I've got $10 million to spend on movie props. I'm assuming I'm rich in this scenario. I would have to make an entire room filled with Batman props, and I would want the ejector. I mean, might as well just make the villain's lair and just put all this stuff in. That movie had some great stuff.
I want to dress up as Adam West Batman. I'll have Pixel be my Burt Ward, and then you'll be the evil Penguin.
Right. A Burgess Meredith Penguin. Awesome.
And we're walking up the side of your house. You're like, what are you doing? I'm like,
I'll let Eric be the Penguin. He looks more like him, and I'll be the fat version of Cesar Romero.
What do you mean?
I won't shave the mustache and the beard. Just paint myself white.
Every time I see Eric, I see John Goodman. I don't know why, but I do. Dehydrator from Batman 66 movie.
Yeah, that would be good. See, like I said, that movie is filled with awesome props.
The Knight Rider car. I always liked that as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind some of the claymation from Nightmare on Elm Street, like a set and the whole.
Oh yeah, that stuff is pretty cool.
That'd be good. That being said, kids, Friday at 10:30, we're going to be doing another one of these, and then Saturday at 8, we have our auction. Please join us for that. Like I said, I kind of want to do this Black Friday as a sort of a prank, and then there you go. What do you don't have anything scheduled, but do you have a video scheduled you want to promote?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna put up a couple of readings tomorrow. They'll be pre-recorded ones, but I saw something be really cool. So when most people have like, I have prompts. When someone goes to use your bathroom, they're like, "What the hell is this free seashell?"
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, don't have the toilet paper under the seashells, and let people figure it out.
That's what I would want. I want something like that.
All righty. That being said, as Rhaegar says, it's Call of Duty time, or in my case, it's second McRib of the night time. The McRib is back.
Well, Call of Duty is after you have the McRib.
Exactly. I love this group. I didn't say what I was thankful for, and that's.
Or Vegman, wouldn't that be Call of Duty?
Yeah, duty.
What I'm thankful for, of course, the wife and the kids. Me and the fact that me and Gail were able to reconcile our differences is amazing, and it's been a hell of a lot better than it ever has been. There's a line from Big Fish that I've actually kind of embraced. There are 2 women in the entire world. There's Gail and there's all the others. So I'm very grateful that we were able to put our differences aside and remember how and why we got together in the first place. As far as this is concerned, I know I complain about the fact that it got shadow banned while it was really at its peak, but the truth is what ended up happening is we got such an excellent core of viewers, of people, the chat, the panel. I'm very very grateful to have met, to have befriended, and for the last what has it been now, Eric? 7 years you've been trapped in this hellhole, as you usually put it.
Layman's turn.
Feels like 10, but
there you go.
7. What he's trying to say to you, Eric, he's so thankful for Saturday nights with Eric Breen at the auction.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
yeah, that's cool.
And it had come from the fact that I used to just say, well, come on in. If you've got an opinion, come on in. I don't say that often enough, mainly because I got punch drunk, tell you the truth. It's like, God damn, it's not anger. It's not scared. It's not fear. It's tired. I got tired of the horse shit that was going on around the time with the Ethan, the war campaign and all. They are so fucking stupid, and it just gets tiresome. So that's what happened. And I stopped doing a lot of the stuff that I loved because, God, I'm just fucking sick and tired. Now I'm not sick and tired of it anymore, and I kind of want to get back to doing stuff, not necessarily climbing into the Comicsgate drama. I don't give a fuck what they're doing over there, but I don't know, doing topic videos, doing topic live streams and stuff. I want to get back into that.
Though, the problem is with comic book news, there isn't that much comic book news.
Not really. Not.
So you gotta expand and go into more like, because out of comic book, you gotta go more into pop culture, and that's what a lot of YouTubers are doing. They're kind of
talk about the movies and everything. I like liking things. You know, I get, but and I fucking hate the fact that we have the biggest dogs on this block. Their entire thing is, I hate this. For fuck's sake, there's a Twitter where Gary says, "Oh, it's got great sets, it's got great music, the acting is on par, it's wonderful. This movie, and people are gonna love this. It was absolutely fine. The music was good, everything was good. I was in hell." No, you weren't. Shut the fuck up. Seriously. You know, you just took it. That was the one where I was like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. If you say everything is fucking great about this movie, it put me through hell. No, your audience captured, and you're now lying to them. You know, give a fucking honest. I like liking things. Well, I go to a movie, I want to like it. I read a comic book, I want to like it. I hate it when I read a bad comic, which is more often than not whenever I pick up a new one.
You know,
but the fucking hell, if Riley Rosmo drew an excellent book, I'm going to say, holy shit, he drew an excellent book. Point being, both Eric and I praise Max Visaggio's Jane Hex or whatever it was called. Yeah. Max Visaggio can't write for shit. Did one good book. Going to tell you that one book is good.
Okay, but just play devil's advocate now, because I realize that's a shtick for them now. But I have seen things or come across things that I realize are technically good. Everything about it is good, and I still hate it because it's not for me. Now, the question you should ask is, and the answer is because this is how he's making his living, but why subject yourself to it then?
Yeah, exactly.
Could that be a better question to ask?
Yeah, I get it. I guess it's the English. For me, it would be the English Patient. I went and saw the English Patient when I was doing the projectionist. And I thought, this is a beautifully shot movie. Ray Fiennes, a great actor. Forget who was played the female. I think it was the girl from The Mummy. And it was Juliette Binoche. And it was boring as fuck. I recognized that it was a well-made movie. It was just too slow-paced.
Yeah.
But at least I could say it was too slow-paced. I have an actual critique of the movie, but to say everything was fantastic, say it wasn't for you. I don't like musicals.
That's kind of, he did. He just used a snarky way of saying it.
Yeah.
Because the exact term was, I was in the ninth circle of hell.
Yeah.
Whatever that is.
You subject yourself to it to make content. And that's the whole thing. That's when you realize that's when you find they are audience captured. Audience captured is like, say I read a Ms. Marvel book. Okay. I know you guys in general hate Ms. Marvel. I'm talking about Kamala Khan. So what I would have to do is break it apart, tell you it was horrible, because that is the audience I have. It's I feed into the what you call it, bias, and you guys go, yeah, and I get more likes, I get more comments, I get more views, it grows. Confirmation bias, and that's what audience captured is,
Yeah, and that's too bad, but that's it. Yeah, and I kind of get what Zach is doing on his channel, but the problem is when you got a group of people that they're basically like the boy who cried wolf. Yeah. When they have a legitimate complaint, no one realizes it. Yeah. Because they do. And I mean, I think personally, I think Richard goes too far because he's appointed himself the end all be all to everything now. Only he's allowed to criticize anything. And that's unfortunate because he still does a lot of stuff that I really enjoy. Unlike, a certain guy who used to do occasional appearances on this channel that tried to do a video making fun of something yesterday, but it turned into an anti-Republican rant.
Oh, yeah, man. I tried to talk to him. I tried to talk to him on Twitter, and he went after me, man. And it was a horseshit straw man thing. I forget what it was, but it went like, yeah, but you're wrong on this point, this. Well, you're just fucking racist, all that kind of bullshit, Point being is he didn't answer the question. He attacked me. And I said, okay, first of all, I forget literally what we said, but my next thing is, why are you doing this instead of talking? I know who's behind the curtain here because I've talked to him so many freaking times that he can't tough guy me. He couldn't even in the beginning, but he also can't outthink me. I think there's many ways that he is so much smarter than I am. But don't try to debate me on something I know all about. You're going to lose in comic books and such like that. That's something you're going to, unless I forget something, I will crush you in a debate about comic books. That's just.
I remember it now. It was about Mark Waid, and he ended up having so much in common with Mark Waid that I think just some guy lost his faith in the basic goodness of man. But
Right.
you know, it's there are things in entertainment that are still very much worthy of criticism. And I'm sorry, one of them is Rachel Ziegler. Now, I don't have any intention of seeing Snow White because, like I said, when 50-year-old men are bitching about Disney princesses, Zach has a point. But she's a rotten person. And she is not, she stands out in a company that is turned rotten.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're not even allowed to criticize her without risking the wrath of Zach is.
Oh, did you hear about Tico Rose? Apparently came out.
She's queer now because that's a perfect example.
No, so my question is it was just so random. It's like, and I was like
the search for relevancy. It's her audience capture.
Yeah.
It just came out of nowhere. I'm like, okay, it's cool. It's like, why didn't you do that before when you were in Star Wars? Now that you're out of it, it's like, what?
And
that was the same thing. Remember, the woman who played Alex Danvers is straight in real life. Virtue signaled while she was on the show that she was bi. Okay, and nothing ever came of that. She still had husband and kids.
You're gonna see more of this. You're gonna see an uptick in this for a while because people haven't figured out that the pendulum has started to swing back. And if you didn't get the message on November 5th, a lot of people are through pretending, and a lot of people are through pretending to accept.
Mm-hmm.
I heard a guy who was talking about trans and said, "Oh, Brianna Wu, remember her? She was on something the other day saying the trans movement's gone off the rails," and she basically said, I don't blame the Republicans for doing what they're doing, so because she brought the trans athletes and all that shit, and goes, now she's still lefty to the core, but she was self-aware enough to realize, whatever the hell, was self-aware enough to realize that the lunatic fringe, like I said, the reason why abortion is such a hot button issue is when safe, legal, and rare became anytime on demand. You do that enough, you take enough miles, the Republicans were bound to push back at some point.
The moral argument against apparently Rhaegar's saying it's an industry term used for critiquing people, used for making money, figuring out how to engage. No, look, a lot of people figure out how to engage with an audience, and they're sincere and honest. In any way, the way I use it is you're not being honest. You're just repeating what the audience needs to say.
Are you tapping, or is it MK in his microphone? Who's tapping?
Yeah. And that's how I was using it. If you figure out, like, say, let's go with a movie reviewer, that Jeremy Johns guy. He tells you when a movie is bad. He tells you when a movie is good. He doesn't wait for you. He doesn't wait for you to tell him what you want. Therefore, you keep feeding him. So that's where I put that.
Thanks, Mike.
Hey, Mike T, what's up?
This is Lurking and Working. Good stream, guys.
Yeah. But it's a whole different thing. But yeah, thank you, and glad you're listening in. I'm glad normal people are through pretending, because I've been watching 10 years of people trying to figure this out. It is a long time. Also, what somebody mentioned earlier, the whole thing about iconic comics and what's his name? Ripa. It's obviously, I've seen it. Doug's been sharing out the EVS stuff because apparently EVS went after.
Keeps lying about it, and then Doug's like, I'm done.
Here's the
got
thing.
all the receipts.
EVS, in order to keep going, EVS needs to make a villain. He has got to be seen as the people's hero. He hasn't been. He's not. He doesn't give a fuck. And you can tell that, by the way, by what he has said and by what he has done, and what he has not done over the years. And it's amazing. I got to give the guy props. I've never seen a cult leader up close before, but it very much seems that way. I mean, for God's sake, the war campaign really did serve as the militant arm of EVS. It's amazing that people still they don't see the man behind the curtain. So yeah, I as much as I don't like the man, I got to give him props for the fact that he's got a lot of people willing to follow him blindly. So
I'll just say, Rager, I'll just say my personal thing on the whole Gary is like, I don't know, I don't watch his channel, so I don't know what his opinions are now. But the few times I did watch, it just seemed like he only talked about the things that sucked. I never really saw the things that you praised, and I would always do this in the comics division. I said like, you spend an hour talking about the things that are pissing you off. Is there anything that's making you feel good today? Because like I understand that their audience loves that because they're angry, they want outlets. Yeah. So, but I mean, I like doing this. Not this part. I like having like we do the cover ranking. I love just relaxing. Just talking about things that I like.
Well.
Go on ahead.
I'll say that one thing
really important. I'll say that
working for Gary and the Critical Drinkers, they've both become frequent contributors to Pierce Morgan.
I know, right?
So they have made it. Gary was also at least once. I think he's twice been the guest on Creature Features.
Really?
Have you ever? Yes.
Wow, that's
and
cool.
I
didn't see those.
Those are a lot of fun.
See, I would love to see that.
But he was was Gary. Yeah, he was Gary. The fan, and not Gary. Like I said, the whatever you call it.
And that's part of why Rhaegar. It's like I've talked to him. I know, and that's part of. I guess, like I said, I've seen it. I've seen him as a fan.
But again, I said everybody's playing their role.
Yeah,
and it's. I look at it, if you know that it's a shtick, treat it accordingly. You go in, you have your fun, just like wrestling. It's fake. So it's getting bent out of shape over it or making it a crusade. Not you.
Okay, I was about to say, let's not exaggerate things.
No, making a crusade out of it, like Richard has. Mm-hmm. It's that's become his shtick.
Yeah, I don't understand.
So, and once I realized that, I stopped getting bent out of shape over what he was saying, and just take it for what it is.
Rhaegar, I haven't watched his channel in 2 years, so if he started doing it in the past 2 years, that's good for him. That's great. Because, but when I was watching it, though, it just seemed like every time a lot of these YouTubers that just seemed like they hated everything. Then maybe they generally did. I don't know if it was a charade. I'm not saying that, or facade. I'm just saying I don't watch channels that constantly just seem like they're angry about
and
stuff.
We would have probably have moved on from this, but you keep it going. I look at the chat for where to go next.
I address Rhaegar because I don't want to feel like he's being snubbed.
Well, he's not. We've read off he's almost the only other thing we've gotten was who's tapping. CG is dying, if not already dead, and EVS has killed it. He killed it dead. By the way, I do like the fact that Eric pointed out to me and RDV, we were backstage and they went, "Did you guys do 2 hours on 30 minutes of a video?" Yeah, we did actually. When we were talking about that one video they made about that guy made about the history of Comicsgate, me and Doug did 2 hours. I love Dalton, and I just kind of at one point I was like, I really want to talk to Doug because we were there. I think that would have knocked it down a couple hours. The only I've seen these people like is the Penguin and Arcane. Penguin was really good though. Yeah, that was really
was
good.
Doug a planned thing, or did he just pop up?
No, I actually said I was going to talk about this video. Please come on in. I know they bring. So yeah, he came
next
on
time.
in.
Just have it just you being Doug. It'd be more interesting.
I just want to point out that your Ed McMahon and your Doc Severin, and whichever one you want to assign us to is up to you. You notice that we said we're going to cancel the cover rankings so you don't have to. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Because I said it's. I understand. Yeah, Dalton wanted to fit in because it still matters to him. But yeah, I said I knew you wanted to talk to Doug.
Well, I did want to talk to him, but my whole plan was to end at 10:15. But at 10:15, we had 45 viewers, and I'm not dropping a live stream at 45 viewers. So I was like, yeah,
would. I think you still. There's still a part of you
that's audience captured, by the way. Oh, go on ahead. I'm sorry. Go on.
No, there's still a part of you that thrives on that.
I do. Yeah.
And and that's. Even if you hadn't had the audience, you were reliving something that's important to you, and there was no reason to get in the way of that on that particular night.
And you're right about that. I hate what's happened to Comicsgate now, and it doesn't have to be Comicsgate, and by that I mean the name. I hate what happened to this group of people, this group of like-minded people, and it got broken from within. It really did. People turned the fuck on me very quickly. And because it was like, because of the debate, really. The debate got me some new guys. Thank you, RDV. Nerdette is a friend because of the debate.
Well, I never watched the debate. I
thought you were one of the.
You know how I found you? One day I was trying to get back to comic books, and I looked up to see if anyone else was, because I didn't really talk to anybody about One More Day. I was really pissed about that. And I was like, I wonder if actually anybody could give a shit. So I went online. I was like, holy shit, there's YouTube comic channels. Yeah. And then so I was watching, and the first one popped up was a Linkara doing a PowerPoint presentation with a group of people from their fans' channel in a motel or hotel resort. I was just like, people do this? And then it's like, live right now. I love comics. I'm like, all right, I guess we'll see what this guy's up to. Well, it's like this guy's, talking about things. He's got a group of people on there. Like, it's kind of interesting. So I hung around, mainly for Eric because, him and we didn't give a shit what we were talking about. We're like, okay, I want the wrench. No, you the wrench. I actually made an icon with a wrench. So it's
actually, I've got to give out more wrenches because we've got people who are in it. Yeah, I
did watch the debate eventually, and I made the whole joke about the whole whistling thing. I thought that was the last.
Yeah, I thought maybe that's why I thought that's where you came from. But I did have some people who originally were all EVS, and then they watched the debate and like, wait a second, this other guy, he's making some good points.
Well, the minute you said it's like, well, let's not turn this movement into Walmart, where basically you become the leader and you decide, what's gonna sell, what's not gonna sell, It shouldn't be a leader. The whole movement was never about selling comic books. It was about basically buying comic books, supporting the good books, and not supporting the bad books, and calling them out on their bullshit. That's what you said in the debates. EVS from day one clearly, he's the consumer doesn't matter. It's all about the creator. And I was like, that's bullshit. If it's about the creator, then fuck
Austin,
you.
What?
Yeah, that's good.
Austin, what did you think of the debate when you watched it? He did ask about it a couple of years. He watched it. So what did you think? Because I think it ended up just being me and EVS yelling at each other. I don't feel particularly proud of that part. Yeah, that part I feel proud of because I started to notice it went like this. So England team, what do you think? Well, I think this and blah, blah, blah. Well, let me go over to Undead Quinn. What do you think? Well, Undead Quinn, Unranked Chevron. Yeah. I think blah blah blah. Hey, okay, let's go on over. EVS, what do you think? Well, this is what I think. I think see this and this. Hour later, he's still talking. Rikita he cut us the fuck off and let Ethan just ramble. And so I realized that, and I just said, fuck that. And I started whistling so he would shut the fuck up for 5 minutes. Yeah, I got a little mad at that. So
is this debate on YouTube somewhere or?
Yeah, it's the Rikita Law. If you look up Rikita Law Comicsgate, you'll find it. I want to drag it down and look at it again. And I want to see how much I agree with myself and how much I'm so fucking
Here's this. Who got the last left? You
Oh,
did.
you did.
Because you're drama free. You're not obsessed with a guy who ignores you. EBS constantly talking shit about Eric July. Eric July ignores it the whole entire time. And then you're also not going to jail.
Oh, that's true.
It's like
yeah. Well,
in the end, you got your wife back, you get your kids back, and you're more positive. You're having more fun.
Yeah. Well, I'm in Muncie, so I didn't win all the.
You know what? I can't get the Muncie, and I didn't get a damn t-shirt.
Yeah. But yeah, I would love to hear your thoughts on it. The Rakita Law thing. Well, after that, I just started seeing the dark side, I guess. And maybe it was because I was angry. Maybe it was because I was a little bit jealous because they were running away with this movement I helped build and brought people together. So, part of me, even though I wasn't allowed to admit it, had seen myself as I was the guy that brought us together. I was the guy who created what ended up being Comicsgate. Wasn't never allowed to say that, of course. And now Ethan Van Sciver's running into the fucking ground. And do you know what reminds me? I don't know. Well, one of my favorite Christmas movies is Santa Claus. The first one is awesome. The second one is better than that. And the third one is, not so much. But in the third one, Jack Frost, played by Martin Short, becomes Santa Claus and turns the North Pole into basically a Disneyland. It's all about commercialism and everything. And that's how I kind of see Comicsgate, or what started off as that became Comicsgate. And right now Ethan's turned it into the commercialized North Pole. And he used to say that, like, we would say, well, you kind of lost the plot. And he would say this: people are making millions. Like that was the end of the argument. Yeah, and it's hard to argue when people are like, yeah, I want to make money. Give me a job, Ethan. So what you gonna do?
So Fangman, shift gears here. Have you seen the thing on X of Bobby Lashley leapfrogging over Viscera, who's standing straight up, and then body slamming him?
No, I have not.
He holds him up for a second before he completes the slam. It isn't just like an all momentum thing. That might be the most impressive thing I've ever seen. I should have sent it to you.
Yeah. One of the things I was thankful for, like, I know it's like, I remember when people are like, they're putting CG in their name. It's like, dude, it's like, why are you putting something in your name? I never want to join any movement or that stuff. You know why? Because you become guilty by association by one. All it takes is one person to ruin it. And like Vox Day came in. That was another thing. It was just so much drama. I just wanted to talk about the comic books I was reading. We've Got Issues was my favorite thing. That's why the Geeky Puppet Show exists, because Eve stopped reading it. Eric said, I'm out too, and I'm like, well, crap, Zach, do you want to join? Do something? It's like, I wanted to talk about, there's still books that I'm reading.
Unfortunately, We've Got Issues made like 10, 15 views a night, and it was just so... it just wasn't doing it. And I was trying to get this when we started. I was in panic mode. Come on, let's bring this channel back. I'm a little bit more at peace. Of course, I want more views. And if anybody does that stupid, you're just jealous. Yes, I'm jealous of everybody who's successful here.
What I would do,
that's why I stopped.
Obviously, you're more worried about because it's how you make money on this channel.
Yep.
I'm more about like, this is my hobby. This isn't my job. It's never been my job. Even though I love reading because I love spending time with Eric. He's only got so much time left. I want to hang out with my pa. Zach.
Yeah, about 5 minutes.
I don't get to see Zach, or hang out and stuff. Like, I've met a lot of good people out here, and then I met E. And then like it was so great. Just getting to talk about my hobby, talking about as far as.
I liked it when we would do like retrospectives, when we talked about Batman Prey and all that kind of stuff. The readings
Hmm.
They didn't generate any heat, and
I know, and that's one of the reasons why we did the readings on our channel, because
I would love to do off camera so I could cut out those pauses and such, and have a little more control over it, because when we turn the page, it takes a little bit for the next person to jump in, and it's just too much dead space for me anyway. Let me get some chat in here because it's been going by. Let's see. I didn't understand. Oh, talking about the thing. I hope Nick gets help. Yeah, I saw your comment down here. Being positive for the sake of being positive is not a virtue. Nobody's like that around here, nor realistic. On another note, Rakita has an addiction problem, and regardless of how anyone feels about him, I hope he gets help. I agree. I hope he does get help. This is, how I turned. I said I saw the dark side. They were laughing. I'll start by downing alcohol and doing the whole 9 yards. The guy was setting himself up. Unfortunately, he either didn't know he had the addiction or he gained it through, but I don't know. I do hope he gets, like you said, I do hope he gets the help, but I don't know. I don't know. If I say something, I'm going to be mean to a friend here.
Austin, I'm looking into that. They said recommendation, Further Ventures, and Nita Jones. Read that.
He is.
Yeah,
he's the guy that bought the run. He is.
They are good books. I own the Dark Horse omnibuses, dude. They are fun.
Yeah. Eric, can I ask you? Oh, I'm sorry. Finish what you're saying.
I'll just say this. Here's the thing I love about readings. When we started doing them, we did it on this channel, but then E started getting a little busy, and then also, like you said, they weren't doing as well.
No.
And I know that when things aren't doing well, you tend to drop them and move on to something else because you want the money. So
yes.
So we brought them over to the Geeky Puppet Show, and originally it was just like me and Pixel. We started off. It was like Spider-Man Day. Look, okay, Spider-Man Day. Let's do a reading together. It's just two of us. We read Amazing Spider-Man, early one, and it was the first appearance of, was it Kraven the Hunter and the Green Goblin, or something like that. We were back to back or something like that. We read that issue. It was like my voice was shot at that. But then Maranya joined. Then Zach joined. And then Eric's like, you know what? I want to join. Then Trusty's like, I want to join. I'm like, holy crap, we're at Avengers status now. Everyone's out got Avengers card. It was like, so the cool thing about readings is like, I got people that want to read me. The bad thing is like, I want to read the smaller part comic books. And so if it's like 3 people and I only need 4 people, and I hate I know the Lester's like, oh, we'll set up if you have to. I'm like, no, you're talented. I mean, no offense, man. She does a killer Starfire, Amy does. And her sister is Raven. I love that. Maranya's got her own talents as far as, certain, characters I like. Breen, I like what he brings energy as far as the narration. He's got Count Dracula. He's got the guy who does squiggly line dash dot. No, he's just which way did he go? Which way did he go? The giant. I mean, and then him and Pixel bringing Phineas and Ferb comments. He reads as the major, and he's always got Carl bring his coffee. It's like I said, it's fun. I love the readings, and that's probably one of the number one things we do on the channel. And Breen's like, dude, you always want to read. I'm like, why would I not?
I'm gonna quote Art Mullins here now. Raylan, are you in the general vicinity of a point?
Thank you.
You know what? I'm just okay. I'll just say this. I like hanging out with you guys. I love reading. I love putting content out on the channel, and I love seeing people leave the comments in the comment section. Not everybody does, but I like seeing that what we do on the channel gets appreciated.
It's fun when you get that.
It is
now,
fun.
Let me get some comments.
All right. Rhaegar says, I like when Pixel actually shows up on the channel.
Yeah, because okay. Anyway, all right, Dalton. I didn't understand it at the time since I followed.
On that note, I'm out.
Please.
You called me Dalton. I'm leaving.
I didn't understand it at the time. I followed and liked you both, EVS and the Modern Comics Gate crowd. Now I understand your arguments. I didn't know about OGCG. I'm actually wondering. Michael T said he has been CG for 5 years. That means he came in after we were gone. So I'm wondering, Michael T., how much do you know about before Ethan Van Sciver took it over? I didn't know about OGCG when I came in. I believe the EVS narrative. Let's see. The last batch of Cobra Kai episodes were great. Can't wait. I know, right? Yeah, that's a good show. I've finished that, and I was like, wait, are they making a third part now? Because bring it on. I want to see the rest.
Yeah.
Have a good night, Jackson. Take care. We're on like hour 2 of our goodbye. I never put CG in my bio on Twitter because it was a niche thing on the same subject. I never see comic people I follow on Twitter. I actively have to seek you all out, says Rhaegar. Englantine@gmail.com. But I will warn you, if you follow me, you will be blocked by most comic book creators. That happened with OGCG. People were mad at Diversity in Comics because what he would do, this is his shtick, he would go and he would say something to somebody, and when they responded, see what they said to me? They're crazy. And they got mad, and they just did this blockchain of blocking everybody. We used to call Dan Slott Slotto Blocktavius because he used to comment on people and then block before they had a chance to respond. Hey, oh, you answered that. Let's see. If you want some names of some creators in the indie scene that put in the work and get out good books, I could give you a few names if you like. Iconic Comics. You mean during readings where we would try to do our assigned lines and certain person would steal them instead?
Yeah.
Okay. So when are you guys going to read My Little Pony Friendship is Magic?
Never.
On the 13th of Never.
Okay. So after Never, 13 days. Let's see. I've started reading the letters page. There's something really interesting about them in the India. I think that's a great idea. Austin had an idea of reading and responding to letters pages in old comics. If we could find the comics with the letters pages, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. I would have to find them digitally, obviously, so I could break them apart.
Eric, I wanna say that when I get to your age and I can't remember reading a comic book or not, that's when we'll start reading the My Ponies because it made my memories shot to hell.
Speaking of old, I am, and I'm gonna check out. You were gonna ask me something before. Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
You said, "Can I ask you something?" And then
about reading.
Then apparently you had a senior moment because you
want to record something.
No, you know what? I don't want to because it's a very personal question. We were talking about Rakita, and he's being an alcoholic, and I didn't want to say something because I know you are an alcoholic.
Everybody here knows I can't remember 90 or 91. But at least I can remember the question I was going to ask 8 minutes ago.
Okay, so no, I remember the question I was going to ask because my thought on it, this guy started every show by downing a whole bunch of alcohol. And after a while, it's like, you were downing alcohol, So I was like, how much do you see, do you see your alcoholism as this is a disease and I had no choice and it was going to happen? And how much do you take responsibility? Like I didn't stop when I should have.
Okay. Do I think I had a choice in becoming a drunk? Probably not much of one because my family history was very lopsided. In fact, my brother was the only one that escaped it up to the point I said, now his son isn't either. So maybe it's finally, but once I made the decision to quit, then it was on me to recognize that it could have gone one of two ways. I could have, 2 years later had a beer and never had another one, or I could have never been heard from again. I've said before, I think I accidentally had a real beer at a wedding reception because they were serving non-alcoholic, but I asked one. I don't know if I got the right one, but that's neither here nor there. It didn't lead to anything because, I didn't know the difference. But
right,
I said that's why there's only so much empathy I can have for Philip Seymour Hoffman, because when you make a choice after 17 years to stick that needle back in your arm and it killed him instantly, Well, it's like, duh, what'd you think was going to happen? So if that answers the question, at some point, yeah, and I realize for some people it's a daily struggle for the rest of your life. For me, it's not any of that. I just don't drink. I don't think about it. I make jokes about it, but I there's nothing that's, I've gone through two, practically losing my mind episodes in the last 5 years. Didn't drink. So, if you know you have a problem, if you can beat it once, then it's on you.
That's why I was telling you about the whole smoking thing. You can quit whenever you want to quit, because I've seen you with you've done it before. I just think you just basically like to have that. I don't know if you have a self-defeatist attitude about it.
No, it's because in moderation, I enjoy it.
Yeah, I was gonna say
when I fall back up to like 2 packs a day, it sucks. So that's why I cut it back down to a little over half pack a day, because I enjoy the 12 to 15 a day that I have. But when it's 40, 45, then you're waking up, hacking up a lung every morning. That's no fun.
That's what I mean. You worried me when you were doing that.
I don't do that anymore. So it's
the only thing that worried me is when you do have those episodes, you come here and we will do as many live streams and we'll do as many. Or go to your family.
I hope there's not another one, but but either way, like I said, it's so, if you are, do something about it, because and then, it sounds cliche, do the work after that, because it would really, after a couple months, it wasn't even about doing work. But I will say this, that I don't think, one of the things they tell you is learn how to live sober. I don't know that I ever did. If that makes sense. I mean, because I didn't go on to follow the normal path that other people do. I mean, I didn't get married. I didn't, and that stuff. And now, I say I'm 62 and I'm, don't know if that's ever going to happen, but I do know that it don't, like I said, if you're like a Rakita, if I could give him any advice, if you can kick it once, don't tempt fate again.
Yeah.
And I'll sit there, but I do things differently. Yeah, I didn't hide away from the places that put me in this situation, because it's almost like if you do that, you're admitting that. I don't know, it's hard to say. Like I said, I've been to a whole lot of bars in the last 32 years. Never to drink. I'm there to, like, if it's the place that serves food, easily. But I'm not scared of those places, because I'm an alcoholic, but I'm also somebody that doesn't. I don't drink. So like I said, I can go into a bar, it'd be at a table of 10. The other 9 people can be drunker than bats, and I'm fine. It holds no temptation. So I guess it's easier for me to hand out the free advice, because I didn't beat alcoholism. I kicked its ass for 32 years.
Well, there you go. Yeah, I was just wondering about that with Rakita. He started every show, not every show. I can't say that because you can't say every on anything, but it's the same thing like you said about Philip Seymour. What do you think is going to happen? So,
well, I know people that this is going to sound strange. There are people that can drink every day of their life that aren't an alcoholic, that aren't alcoholics. And there's people that drink once a month that are, because that person that drinks once a month, if it's a set time and they're going to drink come hell or high water when that time comes, whereas other people might drink every day and go, "Oh, I didn't drink anything yesterday," and didn't even notice it till the day after. It's different for everybody. So I'd say that's why every situation is unique, but there's common denominators in everybody's.
Well, I'm going to finish the comments and then call it a night myself. Give me just a little bit here. All right. Okay. That's a new feeling already. I was just looked at my hand and my nose decided to run for no reason whatsoever. Excuse me. Let's see. I came in during the backlash surrounding The Last Jedi when EBS was on the High Council. That was a thing, I remember. Let's see. Bragar saying he's probably blocked by all the comic book creators. As far as what I know about the before times, all I knew about Zach and his comic reviews, not much of the other parts of the scene. It was crazy. Crazier even than that guy's video made it sound about. I remember the High Council back when EBS and Geeks and Gamers and World Class Bullshitters all used to get along with each other. Now it's, good Lord, it's bread and circuses. By the way, Jeremy kept putting on this girl called Jessie, and I saw from the beginning that she was bad news. He even got mad when we pointed it out on Stream Chat. The only time I've seen anything to do with Jeremy and this channel is he didn't like me going after EVS in the debate. And so he held on to that. And there was a video talking about how listening to our, watching our videos would make you an evil right-winger and it's all conspiracy thing. Well, they had a quote from me, and Gary, they were watching it on his channel, and he goes, "Hey, it's England team." And you can hear Jeremy go, you know, I was like, okay, dude, I've never talked to you once. So I just thought it was kind of funny. And it stuck with me. He even got, okay, let's see. Now we know, and knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. You mean Jesse with short hair lives in California, shows world-class bullshitters. Do better, says Eric.
Wait, is that the one that got kicked out of the bar? That girl?
I don't know. I don't know.
That's
There was
Margaret
one.
Thomas.
Okay, there. Like I said, there was a girl that worked for Jeremy, Geeks and Gamers, that got kicked out of a bar because she was drunk and she was being loud, and then she tried to justify it, and then everybody laughed at her.
Let's see. Jesse married WCBS, world class bullshit.
But kids, I am getting old. I gotta go to.
Yeah, let's call it. It wasn't even a question or debate. She was phony. Okay. Yes, Venkman Nerdrog's wife got kicked out of a bar.
Wait. That was his wife?
I dropped out of comics. Okay, go on ahead, and we'll get this last comment.
Well, no, I'm just saying that what the Rager said. He said Nerdrog's wife got kicked out. I didn't realize that she was Nerdrog's wife.
I didn't even know that too.
Short-haired girl that works for Geeks and Gamers. The Jeremy. She was the one that was. I thought she was a lesbian.
He's saying, I dropped out of comics around 96, only grabbed a few select runs, then found CG. I felt like they understood my frustrations, and for a while the group chats were very entertaining. Yeah, I could see that. And that, by the way, that's actually how a lot of us got together, except for when Comicsgate was it was a consumer movement.
So
and we were talking about the comics and talking about, we were trying to influence Marvel to drop the woke bullshit. And for a little bit they did. But then here comes Ethan, and he's king of Comicsgate, and they dropped the ball, and all the woke shit came back stronger than ever. But for a while, we did get comics canceled that had too much woke stuff in it. So it was a successful movement, and it should have been a marriage between two different fronts. Somebody creating comics to take place of the woke books or in supplement of. But the one thing I said during that debate, I said, you guys got to be Johnny on the spot. You gotta be on time, and that never went anything. Anyway, guys, once again, let's try this again. MK, you're on here. You can talk, dude.
I didn't want to interrupt anybody.
I miss Jeopardy a lot. I really do. I loved playing the Jeopardy. Unfortunately, we have Maranya. We have me. We have Black Cat. And we're going to kick everybody's ass. And unfortunately, I think a lot of people were afraid to.
Eric too.
Yeah.
Oh shit! You know what? I just realized what he meant by, because MK asks so many off the wall questions. I thought he was talking about the game show.
He's talking about comic book Jeopardy.
Now I get it.
Yeah, but people were too afraid to come on anymore, so they didn't want to make a fool of themselves. I say, fucking come on in, and Jimmy quirks the shit out of it, because he would lose greatly.
All I remember was the drama, because you had to put a special rule in because so Morano wouldn't, because you said Morano was false starting, or you were false starting, whatever the questions before the like you're asking.
Yeah.
It was like
I
just got to where it was like no one's having fun, everyone's fighting. I was like,
it seems, yeah, I don't like the
no one wanted to join.
No,
as the host, all I could think of was just play the game. It's a game. Drop it. Let's not get so serious about it. You know, it's a game. You know, that's all. And I was really hoping that vibe would go through. Just play the game. I was actually thinking, because I really do want to bring that back. And I've got a couple of boards made, but like I said, I got punch drunk. That's over now. I've been getting comic books broken down because I want to do, like on Tuesday, I'm going to do team ups. On Wednesday, I'm going to do the what ifs. I want to do, after I'm done with those, I'm going to throw in another one where I'm doing movie adaptations. Because I said I like doing movie, but I'd never talk about them. So I've been breaking down the comics, getting ready to do a whole bunch of recording at once. So I have videos scheduled for a while, and I don't do one or two and then drop it. But I thought about doing Jeopardy as its own standalone so we're not having, you could do it as a trivia show for yourself, where you can, you score yourself however
here's the thing. You can suggest all these different games. You need participants.
That's the whole problem. Yeah, I love the game. Oh, yeah. Comic Book Thunderdome is also something I truly miss, where we would say, who's the best Hulk, Gogurt Hulk or the real one? And people would argue. All right. Anywho, you guys, once again, see you tomorrow or on Friday. Have a great Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for hanging out with us until 2:15. We're old. We need to go to bed. And they're still selling the McRib. So, yeah, I want to go. Have a good night, and thank you very, very much for watching.